I need to change the stream title.
Currently live, I think. It says it's on OBS.
Maybe.
It could be wrong.
Who knows?
We'll be live in a couple seconds either or. Got a lot of shit to do. A lot of fishing.
Yeah.
A lot of talking. Some recruiting because we have stats to recruit people. So that's fun. Not everyone I wanted. You know, I kind of wasted a lot of that time trying to recruit Felix when I wanted to. I should focus on other skills instead of just sword. My sword's like kind of low for what I usually have. I usually have like a B or an A by this time.
Yeah.
But whatever. It's not a big deal. As you can see, my iron weapons are still being used over my steel and silver weapons. I'm good. Floating. Now let's explore. I can't hear Sulta's voice anymore. Gone.
Thank God.
I had green hair because of it. Alright.
I would get annoyed with having a goddess speaking to me incessantly in my head.
Hey, Felix.
Solon, they're dead, but we still have a glut of enemies. We still have to take down the Death Knight and the Flame Emperor. Our next battle is fast approaching. I'm ready for it.
Cool. I can't recruit you, so I'm not going to talk to you anymore.
Professor, please. If he hears it from you that he needs to rest, perhaps His Highness will listen.
He's exaggerating. He thinks my color is off and that rest will cure all. I have a headache, but that's just from lack of sleep. It's not going to stop me from completing this month's mission.
Don't overexert
I
yourself.
must insist.
Who do you think you are? I can take care of myself to do.
Oh, wow.
Oh shit.
Sit.
He's a mad boy.
Testy. Yeah, he's a testy.
Let's go down
Excuse
here.
me.
Let's see who we can recruit.
Papa.
Hey, I don't have any fish for you. I sold it for renown.
You look so different. You're still our professor in there, right? Did anything else
Maybe.
change besides your hair and eyes? Are your arms bigger? How do your abs look?
We've changed quite a bit.
Really? You gotta teach me how to do that.
Teach you how to turn green? Sure. One day, child, I will teach you how to turn green.
We may also infuse you with a goddess as well.
Oh, is that you, Professor? Sorry. I'm really not feeling well this month. Even leaving my room for dinner is just too much. It's got nothing to do with your, changes. So, don't open the door, please.
Okay.
Changes.
Hey, Ignaz, what's up?
You're going to the ritual at the Holy Tomb, right? I hear that a revelation from the goddess is expected. What if she shows herself? Oh, I'll be so jealous.
You want to come with?
Professor,
too bad you
hello.
can't come.
I have a quick question for you. Would you consider adding me to your class? I'd also
Never
like
mind.
to talk to you about my future and stuff.
Sure, why not?
Really? Oh, thank you. I'll study and train as hard as I can. Thanks so much.
Well, I guess he's coming with.
I bet he's like level 2.
So,
Oh, new dialogue.
this month's mission is to take part in a ritual at the Holy Tomb, where
Hey.
you'll receive a revelation from
Yeah.
the goddess herself. But I've always imagined the goddess.
I'd
How
say, what if
beautiful
she's
she
really
must
feared
be.
what upon the gaze upon her radiance? She looks like a child, so calm down.
I can't even imagine what it must be like inside the Holy Tomb.
Holy.
I don't know
Well,
either.
It's probably a grave, that much is for sure. And it's likely underground. Beyond that, who knows? I can't help but wonder, though, just what kind of ritual is this?
I can't help but
Blood
wonder either.
sacrifice.
But you want to come and
Professor,
see with me?
I have a request for you. Would you accept me into your class? I'm sure I would learn so much more if I could study with you. Will you give me that chance?
Sure, why
I
not?
can? Thank you. You won't regret this. I'm going to give it my all.
Hey, look,
Sure
I've
you
had-
will,
you know, we got him killing eventually his dad. Now we're recruiting him.
Yeah.
Or more plants. What do you want? You, and you.
Sure.
Sorry. I didn't give you a chance.
I don't care.
Use this, what?
Caledonian.
Macedonian?
Cala.
Never heard of.
I'm assuming it's a region in universe.
You know how hard I have with the fictional names?
Oh,
My brain
yeah.
don't work too good.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm assuming, yeah, that would make sense for it to be a region. Caledonia region.
in Bridget, we have legends. Stories containing people who have a spirit living inside of them. Those spirit people have much strength. They are maybe able to fly in the air or race across the ocean. Hair that shines and eyes that glow.
Hmm.
They have
I guess I'm a
qualities
spirit
that are
person.
not unlike what you
Yeah.
are looking like, Professor.
Perhaps.
Do not have doubt,
Perhaps.
I
Professor.
can't fly.
The powers you have are like the powers of the legends.
I
mean,
watched
can't
the,
fly. You've seen the Smash trailer, right? She
Yeah,
flew in that.
that Smash trailer, that was fucking awesome.
You've been
Hey.
granted this power by the goddess herself. Truly, you must be a very special individual. Maybe Saros transformed before receiving her revelation too.
Maybe.
I haven't heard anything about that before. Maybe that part never found its way into the legend?
It is told that Saros had a revelation instructing her to use her
And
power
then she
for
turned
good
green and flew
and
away
to
too.
lead the people of Fodlan to salvation. I wonder what
Oh,
sort
I
of
keep forgetting
revelation
Ladies, I
you
hope you
might
don't
have,
have anything
Professor.
else to say. Thank
Oh,
you.
Professor.
Oh, well,
I
she
have
has
a
more.
small request for you. I'd love it if
The
you would
voice
add me
is
to your
so
class.
grating.
I can
Well,
just tell
you're gonna
that
hear a lot
studying
more of it
under
'cause he's
you
joining.
every day would be such a treat. Wow, really?
Right in front of
Thank you so
Ingrid.
much.
They're both in the same class.
I'm so happy. I hope to learn a lot from you.
I would fight Ingrid, but I don't have the flying set up. I don't think. It looks like my flying stat is garbage. Yeah, it's E.
It is
Needs to
poopy.
be, I think at least a D.
Oh.
Maybe? Yeah, I don't know. It depends on how many people I know I can fly.
How many, is there anyone that could teach you flying to maybe get it up to a D real quick?
I
No.
think so. Might be. Fuck you.
People
wouldn't
who live
hurt
an
to,
inordinately long time,
look
people
into.
whose hair changes color,
Try
and
to
those
get as
odd
many
heroes'
people as we
relics.
can, you know?
Is Fodlan some mystical land full of inhuman creatures?
Shut up, Chair.
The world different from outside
You
Fodlan?
should see for yourself. I'd recommend exploring west of the Empire.
Sure.
I assume this is just far for the course. When they play Fire Emblem games, a lot of weird shit happens in Fire Emblem games.
Yeah.
Playing their dragons and whatnot. Let's go. Hey, Captain.
In our battle last month, we really cut the enemy down to size. But there are other enemies we have yet to hunt down, not least the Flame Emperor. Once we've crushed them all, we can return to our peaceful lives at the monastery. It will happen soon. I have a feeling something big is coming.
Yeah,
You were
something big
probably
is
correct.
probably coming. I have a feeling too. Hey, Leonie, what's up?
When you changed, even the other professors were taken completely by surprise. There's a
Not
ritual at
surprised.
the Holy Tomb this month, isn't there? I wonder what'll
Yeah.
happen with that. I'm sure you'll be all right. But don't lose sight of who you really are, okay? However you
Okay.
may change, and whatever new power goes along with those changes, you'll still be the same person deep down. Remember that. Hey, glad I caught you. Could I ask you a favor? I'd
What?
really like to join your class. You're the
Sure.
only one who knows how to teach
Sure,
like
Orange
Captain Gerald.
GA.
You get what I mean, don't you?
Sure.
Yes, I knew you'd understand. Thanks to you, I'm going to
I'm
be
the
the best
second
mercenary
best to
you've ever
Gerald.
seen. Just watch.
Only it was just orange. Yeah, that's funny.
Sometimes I find myself thinking I should leave
Gilbert.
Garrick and return to my
That's
home.
his name. If I'm having
Where I
trouble
should
with
have been
fucking
all
problem.
along.
Where you should belong?
Ignore me. I'm sorry. It's a silly
I
thing.
wanted to say where
An
would you
old
go,
man's
but then I
rambles.
read it, it's like where would you belong?
I hear that
fucking
Lady
shit.
Rhea will accompany you for this month's task. She's the pillar that supports the hearts of Fodlan's people. Her safety is paramount. I hope there are no complications.
I hope there's no complications either.
There's going to be.
Ah, we'll be good.
Right.
Right. See? That guy said right. He agreed with me.
That crazy.
Zero.
That man's voice sound like a
When I
fucking
first
ghoul
saw
when
you,
he said
Professor,
right.
with that hair
You've become
color
a
and
ghoul.
that eye color,
Okay.
I thought you looked kind of like Lady Rhea. Like
Fucking
maybe you could be
Walk
related.
by him again, I'll
I
call
like
you
the
a
way it
smooth
looks.
skin.
I wonder if I could change my hair color too. Maybe if I tried
Well, if you
hard
try
enough.
hard enough and you
If I
eat your
thought
books and
real
you
hard
read your
about it,
vegetables,
I mean-
I'm sure you can.
All I need to do is get
Look
trapped
into
up in a
going
strange
Super
place and
Saiyan.
then
I'm
escape,
sure you
right?
can do it, Cyril.
Just like you did.
Just like I did.
Professor?
Let's... Where else can I go? I can go up here. Let's go to...
Hey!
Because I'm going to have to go do a lot of fishing. And I also have to do a lot
Yeah.
of these fucking support. So we might... Maybe go a little overtime. Who knows? I might feel like going.
I always knew there was something
What?
special about you. But you've only gotten more and more extraordinary the longer I've known you.
I know,
That
I am amazing,
transformation
aren't I?
was just the beginning, wasn't it? I have a feeling that things will only grow more dire from here on out.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, we'll have a peaceful day and nothing will... Bad surely will happen.
Ah! Professor, sorry. You gave me a shock. Your hair and
Literally
eye color
walked
are
right in front of
completely
you.
different.
I mean...
You just don't look like yourself anymore.
Oh, okay, that's why.
There's still the appearance of change.
Of course, you're right. I'm just being silly as usual.
I don't think I can recruit you. Shame. She's a good magic user. But I cannot change these stats just yet.
Yeah.
Although it'd be cool if I could, but New Game Plus won't allow me to. New Game Plus will only allow me to, and only up to what I trained. So I can't just funnel magic into it if I haven't trained it.
Yeah.
Let's talk to Cyril.
It
I've said
keeps
it.
things fair.
It is you. I am sorry, but I have a lot on my mind. I would prefer to be alone right now.
You're gonna need to teach me how to fly a little bit. How to fly.
Teach me how to Dougie.
Excuse me.
You
Yeah,
haven't a thing to worry
Not bad.
about. You have been gifted the power
I use you
of
as a
the
lap
goddess.
pillow again.
Furthermore,
No.
You have
Only for special
overcome the
occasions.
death of your father, Geralt, and you have destroyed countless of our wicked foes. I am proud, so very proud of who you have become.
Thanks.
Once we finish the ritual at the Holy Tomb, all will be well.
Cool. Can you teach? Yeah. But I'll learn a little bit. Doesn't hurt to learn. Doesn't hurt to try.
And it's weird hearing
Yeah, I'll always.
not Makoto
Professor,
or not
How long have you been standing there? I didn't see
female
you.
V.
I was just sorting
from
through
Rhea.
Captain Gerald's belongings.
VA actually does a
Haven't made much
different
progress.
voice.
I keep
Yeah,
finding
it's like she
things that
actually
bring back memories.
takes pride in her work and
Clearing
tries
out
to
this
change her
room
voice.
of his belongings
Yeah.
again. It's not easy.
Like other roles she's done, I've heard her.
Yeah, Eloise, want to be part of my group?
Professor, anything I can help you with,
I've just
I
heard
will do
Makoto.
whatever I can to
Like
serve
especially
you.
with V. Like V was
Excellent.
just straight up.
Leave
Oh
it
yeah,
to
that's
me.
just Makoto.
No matter how small the task is, I vowed to Gerald I would help you.
Thanks.
I
is there
was
any-
just sorting through Haven't made much progress. Clearing out this room of his...
Not easy. I understand. Anything? Anything I want? No. I really wouldn't upgrade any of those. I'll do it in
Yeah.
mid-battle.
Professor, I am
Explain.
so happy. Your new hair and eye color suit you well. We make quite the pair. But
And
course,
mine,
that's why
mine's a
you're
little
happy.
faded
that things
compared
are
to
a bit
yours.
strange between Lady
Yeah.
Rhea and my
Like
brother.
a dirty
She
green.
wants to do
You're like
something
a
at the Holy
bleach green.
Tomb. I do
Yeah.
not know what whenever it has concluded. I hope they will return to their friendship, as it has always been.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked. Let's go over here.
Professor,
Yeah, I'm
are you positive? Really? Your appearance is due to the influence of the Crest of Flames? Intriguing.
Yeah, I know, right?
Unfortunately, I have found no record of Nemesis's hair and eye color ever changing. However,
what a weird
if
name
that
for a hero,
transformation
Nemesis.
was brought on in part by
I
the
just got
power
fucking
of the
PTSD
crest,
from
that would be
RE3.
most, well,
I suppose interesting is too small a word. Still, it would be an absolutely exceptional discovery.
Did Nemesis
To know
walk
for
around
certain,
muttering
we
about
must
stars?
investigate further.
No,
So,
he was just the
close
king of
off.
liberation, whatever that means.
What? A full physical is in order, yes? We need to know if this transformation affected you adversely.
I grew a third lung.
Oh, yes, I should call
My heart
Manuela.
grew 3
My
sizes that
apologies.
day.
Yeah, I have a little girl inside me now.
Ugh.
I'm like, ugh. Get over here. Oh, there's people on that side I can talk to. But I'm talking. Hey,
The
Manuela.
Holy Tomb, huh? I've worked here for years, and this is the first I've heard of it. I mean, it does
you're
make
not
some
special
sense.
like I am.
Sort of. Something about it is still weird. I understand now why they build the monastery in the mountainous center of Fodlan. Although, when the monastery was built, the Kingdom and Alliance weren't even around yet. But look how cleverly it was placed, right in the middle of the Empire, Kingdom, and Alliance. That's weird,
Almost
right?
it was planned.
Exactly.
Oh. Ah, so close.
Fuck.
Recently, Professor, I
Maybe we can
feel
do
as though
a
you feel
seminar.
bit distant. It's
Yeah.
like you're sort of floating above the clouds, separate from other people. And
Boy, don't I have
you've
2
got no
weeks of
interest
free
at
time.
all in ever coming back
Maybe
down.
not.
How can I help?
I don't know what to say.
Don't worry. I thought maybe I'd ask and see what you'd say.
Let's see. Let's go over here. Maybe someone will teach me how to fly a little bit.
Hey, you.
I just need
Fingers
the extra
crossed.
bump, but
Yeah.
if I can't get it, I can't get it.
To be honest, I cannot keep up with all that's been happening recently. Monica was actually
I know, it's crazy, isn't
Kranya.
it?
Tomas was actually Solon. Who were these people? What about you, Professor? You were a true ally, yes?
Yeah, of course.
The most convincing answer you could have given. Still, I simply must take you
What
at your
the fuck
word.
you want from me? I told you I'm
Oh,
good,
shit.
right?
Rick.
Yeah. Oh, how's my reason? My reason still low? My reason I think it's still D+, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't recruit him. I can't recruit a lot of people with yeah, it does. I probably wouldn't have used them, but you know, whatever.
Yeah. The nerds have backup units.
Exactly. Let's go down here. Let's see what we can find. Hey, Sylvain. What's up, Sylvain?
I swear, it's like you're an entirely different person.
Isn't it weird?
It's not weird at all. You're somehow even more beautiful than before. I'm joking! I'm joking! Don't get mad.
I joke,
How
I
are you,
kid, I kid.
Professor? Did Hanneman make his I will do no harm speech or promise this won't hurt a bit when he asked to study you? I've a bit of research I'd like to perform. Nothing so crass as Hanneman's poking, prodding, and drawing of blood. No, I wish to investigate Crest Power itself. Crest Power must have some kind of limit, right? Lady Rhea says any
maybe.
limits must be the protection of the goddess, but that doesn't quite answer it for me.
Here. Let's talk to these two. Also, there's a
Long
new
ago,
thing to
Saint
do.
Saros was gifted with a divine revelation from the goddess, as well as incredible power. Is that what happened to you too, Professor? No way! The professor transformed before receiving any kind of divine revelation, right? Still, I wonder, does the fact that you've changed really mean you've been granted some kind of power? If that's the case, then what sort of revelation can be gained from the ritual? I'm guessing the revelation will just be a gentle reminder to use this new power to save the people of Fodlan. What else is there to say? You don't actually believe we're going to hear the voice of the goddess, do you?
I don't know. Who knows? I'm just checking something.
Yeah.
Find me.
How fucking dare you? You know, I should probably reset up the layout for OBS tonight before we do the fucking thing tomorrow.
Hey, Professor.
Yeah.
You seem different. Lots of things seem different around here lately. I've noticed it. Have you?
Oh yeah.
Trust you, redhead.
How about a favor?
Hey, no, you can trust her. But that, with 100% certainty, you can trust our girl, our girls. Well, first of all, she was a DLC character. Second of all, she's in multiple Fire Emblem games. You just want to sell your shit and get money.
You're so strong now. I'm starting to understand why you were appointed professor. I thought I was stronger, but I still have such a long way to go. You better not go easy on me. I need your training to be strict if I'm gonna get any better.
Don't worry, I'll be your ruthless trainer. You'll rule the day you ever wanted to train under my wing.
Yeah.
Alright, let's buy our normal fish stuff and then get ready.
Hello there.
For the fishing.
This one, yes?
And then
this one, yes?
the selling.
I think this one, yes?
This one,
I
yes.
think this one, yes?
I think this one, yes.
I thank you.
I think this one, yes.
This one, yes?
Damn it.
I thank you.
You're saying I
Return
thank
soon,
you.
Please.
That's what it was. I thank you, not I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's
It was
go
also
here.
cut off, so
Professor.
I think.
Yeah, let's hang out with Hanuman. What do you want?
Ah, Professor.
Good to
Always a
see you
pleasure to
inside.
see
What are you
you.
doing out here?
I wonder,
Hey.
might you have a moment to
I
chat?
think I made him happy at one point, so now we're doing this. What do you want?
Come now. You have no need to be on guard. I'd never cause you harm. You're far too valuable a specimen, well, that is to say, too
Well, that's great
valuable
to-
a
that's
member
great
of
to
the
know.
Academy staff.
I know where we
Indeed,
stand.
The further my crest research progresses, the closer you come to learning the truth of your heritage. Is it not so? When I learned
maybe.
you bore the lost crest, the very
Maybe I don't
crest
want to
of
know, huh?
flames itself,
Never thought about that.
I set about learning
Maybe I want to stay in
everything
blissful
I
ignorance
could
of
about
my,
your past.
my power.
What was the origin of your bloodline? How have the events of your life been shaped by your lineage? I became somewhat obsessed.
You investigated
Nothing
me.
so crass as an investigation. No, I researched. I spoke to mercenaries whom you've worked with in the past to learn about your life before the academy. Of course, I also
me about it, 'cause
contacted
I
your
have no
father's
idea.
old mercenary crew. Quite an interesting lot they are. It was difficult work, since I could not speak
You are
with
still
Gerald himself.
technically amnesiac.
I am quite sorry for your loss. By all accounts,
I mean, to
your
a certain
father
point.
was a good man.
Yeah.
I'm excited to share with you
Like,
what
I still-
learned.
I mean, it's just I
But
don't know
do
about
ask that you correct me
the day
if
of my
I am
birth, which
mistaken
is
on any account.
fairly reasonable, I
The
guess.
story begins
Not to remember
with Gerald
you as
serving
not
as
remember
captain of
not
the
having memories
Knights
of yourself as a
Cerberus.
toddler.
There was a woman at the monastery with whom Gerald was quite close.
I was talking about my
First,
mom.
it seemed obvious this mystery woman was your mother. Alas, that cannot be the case. The timing is all wrong. As it was told to me, the woman in question passed away shortly before Gerald left the monastery. Yet your birth occurred sometime later, while Gerald was taking work as a mercenary.
Well, I mean, we read that book and we were like a
This, of
stillborn,
course,
weird
presumes
baby,
your
and
age
then
is accurately
Ray did
reported.
something to us, and then
If
we
you were
became
born
alive.
sooner, well, the
Yeah.
story would be quite different, would it not?
My brother was always one for secrets.
Oh, I am aware. You too were certainly enigmatic as far as mercenaries go. For example, Gerald never once spoke of his time serving as captain of the Knights. That's quite a secret to keep for all those years. In the end,
took it to
your
his
old
grave.
acquaintances had little definitive to say about either of you. However, they all agreed on one thing. Your father and yourself were a strong pair. Warriors to be respected and feared. You in particular.
Yeah, we were badasses.
In fact, many came to
Yeah.
know you as the Ashen Demon.
See, that's a
They say
cool ass
you would
name.
destroy
Ashen
your
Demon.
enemies
Really is.
without a hint of emotion on your face.
I mean, it
The
doesn't work now
mercenaries
because
I
of my hair,
spoke
but
to
you know.
revered you as a living legend of sorts.
I'll call me the Green Demon.
So, that is what I learned.
The Lime
And
Demon.
I admit,
The
it is
Lime
barely
Demon.
more than I knew before. The next
The Mountain
step
Dew
in my
Crusher.
research is to ask your blood for answers, and hope that it is more forthcoming than your past acquaintances.
Well, we got Hanuman thing done. That's good. And then he's motivated. What else should we do? Oh yeah, we need to speak to the sewer kids and fish. We have one more. We have to talk to one more person I forgot to talk to. But let's do all this shit beforehand.
Hey,
Why not?
maybe.
Alright.
Yes?
Already exploring. Actually, two people. There's one person. Who is this? In Golden Deer House. Oh, Lysynthia. Yeah.
Oh.
I can talk to Lysynthia, so let's talk to her.
Hey.
There you are.
Your hair and your eyes. What happened to you? You didn't lose
We're now the
something as a
mint
consequence
chocolate
of
mauler,
gaining these
that's what
powers,
happened.
did you?
Don't worry, I'm
I
fine.
see. Well, that
Fine,
makes me
I'm
feel
fine.
better. But still, be careful.
Okay. I'll sure to be careful. Gear shift. What else? Move, lady. Right. Down here. I think I've hit down here twice, but I'd much rather talk to these kids before starting to fish. Then we can talk
Yeah.
about the news. Yeah, we got the 2 events. Maybe I could. You know.
Yeah.
I could always. Yeah, I could always just not do a fight today and just hang out after doing something. Alright.
Probably be
pal, how
not
you
a
holding
bad
up?
idea.
The human body is strong, but we all have our limits. Even folks who fraternize with the goddess. How was she, by the way? A real knockout, yeah?
She was a child.
Really?
Yeah, she was
Huh,
a child.
That's a letdown. Well, in any case, we have our work cut out for us.
I don't want to say the other thing. I don't want to incriminate myself.
Yeah.
Got fucking bounties on your head, and you don't need to drag me into this.
Maybe one day, Hammer. Maybe one day.
My word. It seems that the rumors of you receiving the goddess's power were true.
But you're still you, obviously.
Yeah,
Good.
you'll me.
It would be a shame if you changed into someone I didn't like.
It's clear to me, at least, that you are something more than you were. Something special.
Yeah. I just hope this newfound specialness doesn't spell trouble for the rest of us.
Yeah, you should be fine, probably. Don't think too much about it. What's in the garbage pile? Iron bow and a broken lance. Cool. I love garbage. Let's talk to Yuri. What's up, Yuri?
Things certainly have changed lately. Not that I mind. Or perhaps the only thing that's different is how you look. Or has your personality changed too?
I haven't changed.
Is that so? You're not a great liar, you know. Well, whatever the case, I still like you just the same as I always have.
Cool. All upstairs. I don't think. Yeah, I don't have any fish. I'm trying to think if I had any fish from last time, other than fish I was
Yeah.
saving, and I don't.
What's that?
Oh, EA, I hate EA, but I'm glad they made this statement.
About what?
Mods cannot be sold or rented for a fee for The Sims 4. Which, I've run into a few mods that I wanted to use when I was fucking around with The Sims 4 that were behind a paywall. And I'm like, fuck off.
I don't know how you can put a mod behind a paywall. I mean,
Patreon.
If you're... Well,
Oh,
just
you
gotta
mean-
fucking leak them, right? Even then,
Yeah.
right? There's plenty of
Yeah.
things that are behind Patreon walls that I have. They
That
just
is
got
true.
leaked online.
Yes?
But, yeah, no, I'm totally down for that. I hate the concept of paid mods.
Seems like again, a strange thing to do. Oh, did I already level up my thing? I think I leveled up my thing. I don't remember. my professor level.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out. I think I leveled up teaching. Or was that like 700? If I remember correctly. Yeah, I leveled up teaching. That's fine.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think you get like either A or S rank is the highest you can get for professor rank.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that when I saw the rank B earlier. What the highest rank was? It was
Like
A or
weapon
S.
classes, I believe.
Yeah.
S is the strongest weapon class. God damn it. Whatever. By the way, do you like the little reference to Fire Emblem 1 with the health bars?
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed or not. I thought I'd point it
Oh
out.
yeah. I think I don't know if I mentioned it in the first stream, but I definitely did notice it for sure. Yeah, I really like it.
Perfect. God. So what news you got, since we talked about the EA thing? I mean, this is always like a news topic or just random shit that we watched or did over the days.
Yeah. Well, like I don't know if you were here for this when I mentioned it earlier, but the Game Pass losing boyfriend dungeon. I mentioned that, yeah.
Yeah, you played that. I don't know if you finished it. Did you finish it?
Oh yeah. Yep. I didn't get a secret character in it that you unlock, but I did finish most of it, like 95% of it. But it's good. It's a good game. It's a good little mystery dungeon like.
Oh, then you're right.
I can always use more of those. Yeah.
Yeah? $1 million fish. To catch all the fish, because I'm gonna sell them. I'm gonna give them to my pagan god, and then they're gonna give me an item for it.
Exactly.
My pagan god really loves fish. And they give me the items I need to pray to other gods, not pagan gods. It's a weird system. Don't think about it. Don't think about it too much. A goldfish, a glimmering fish shadow. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Oh, I got a platinum fish.
Ooh, nice.
Like the game company, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I said I think I mentioned on stream or somewhere there I told you I pre-ordered the super cool like $30 more copy of Bayonetta 3. The art book.
Yeah.
It was just on Amazon. Surprising because normally like special editions for anything go out of sale, no matter how niche a game is.
Oh yeah, for sure. I could definitely see Bayonetta especially immediately going out of sale for something like that.
But it didn't, and I was able to pick it up. I just offered it, and fuck it, why not?
Yeah.
Still need to buy Nier Automata on PlayAsia.
I need to eventually get that as well.
I'm not buying it to Amazon because I've already.
Oh wait, no, I
beaten
don't.
it.
What am I talking about?
I want a physical. I want a physical Switch copy.
Oh, I know. I know you do. I was just thinking, like, I didn't. What the fuck am I talking about? I already have the game.
Yeah, you're not that big into physical copies like I am.
I would be if I had the money. Like, I love having the physical copies, but I don't have the money for it right now.
Yeah, I got most of my Switch
Oh.
games on physical, which is nice.
Yeah.
There's some games I don't have physical, and I'm actually thinking of buying a physical copy. Like Xenoblade 2, I have Definitive 3 and 3. I don't have 2, and probably wouldn't buy Torna, but I would buy a physical copy of 2.
Yeah.
And it's probably dirt cheap now. Cause it's an old RPG now.
Yeah.
And it was a fun RPG.
I really need to sit down and just play through all of these games like I am doing with Breath of the Wild.
So you start with Xenogears and Xenosaga Episode 1, 2, and 3, then Chronicles, then Chronicles 2, then X. No, then X, then Chronicle 2, then Torna
Chronicles
DLC,
X.
and then 3.
Yep. I'll probably just play I'll probably just play Chronicles X, 2, and then 3.
Not Saga or Gears?
I'll save those for later. Because it's not like Saga, like, yes, Saga has a lot to do with it, but, like, it's not like it's a direct sequel.
Just way references. I mean, for fuck's sake,
Yeah.
Cosmos is in 2.
As
an unlockable blade.
Yeah.
Oh,
That did start.
Okay, blade.
That did start Xenogears, and that game's fucking awesome. I wasn't expecting, like, full anime fucking cutscenes from that. That was cool.
They give you a philosophy lesson halfway through the game.
Yeah.
Yo, that game's a real bitch to have on my Steam Deck because, again, Steam reckons it's all the cube files and the Ben files.
Yeah.
So I'm using
That's
Steam
the,
Mod Manager. Then just like 3 or 4 copies of Xenogears that will lead off of my Steam account. And those files need to be there, otherwise the M3U file won't work.
Yeah. Is Xenogears the one that turns into a fucking visual novel at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk about God and shit.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Saga's just the anime RPG. 1 is an anime RPG, 2 is like a realistic, nasty-looking RPG, and then turn back to an anime RPG.
Yeah.
By the 3rd time. Which I heard those games are
Yeah.
good.
I attempted playing Xenosaga 1, and that fucking combat was weird. But I could be thinking of a different game. But I do remember the combat being odd.
It's kind of a game that you need to be in the mood to play, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like I need to be in the mood to play a lot of RPGs, even though I love RPGs out of probably any genre.
Oh, yes, same. Like, they are... If you try to play an RPG, or JRPG specifically, when you're not in the mood for it, you're kind of miserable.
Yeah.
As much as I love hard.
Like, I was in the mood for this, and I still am, like, playing it, like, weekly. Not, overstretching.
Yeah. It's definitely a good way of playing games like this, at least RPGs, is a good way to stay invested and not be, like, or suffer burnout, for sure.
Don't worry, Hammer, we're almost done with the fishing. I just do this every time there's a free day. Because, I get a bunch of, teacher points, which allows me to do things outside of, combat and, around the school.
Yeah, they totally are. Twitch is actually a one to go.
Oh yeah, Wendigos. Remember that boss in Devil Survivor 2? Or 1? Oh, we should play that. We need to have a new layout though. That fits Devil Summoner 2 vibe. Or Devil Survivor 2. I get those things mixed up. Summoner, Survivor, and Sagas.
I'm gonna keep the I was just gonna keep the 3DS layout we have.
I need to commission another one. I'm willing to pay for it.
I'll talk to Hammer.
And it needs to be the aesthetic. Because it's more like grid base and blue than opposed to the red we had for the layout. Like, you'll get the aesthetic if you, like, turn on. Just turn on, like, Devil Survivor 2 whenever you get a chance, like, later tonight.
I've seen it and I know what you're talking about, but I'm trying to think of, let me pull up
Like
the
a
actual
blue
image
and grid
of,
base aesthetic.
I have way too many fucking images. Let me find...
Actually, we probably should just commission different backgrounds for, or 3DS or DS games that we play on this channel.
Yeah.
Someone said, I mean, Alex definitely has, well, We might have the money sometimes, but I definitely have the money whenever we want to do it.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal, you know. Cause I thought we're not like we're like a DS only channel, you know.
Yeah.
Almost done.
Yeah, cause I don't see what it's like this also isn't really themed for Devil Survivor. This is just like a standard PS. Here, I'll send you the refreshers so you can look at later.
Maybe I don't know, maybe I was thinking the colors bled into the background. The harsh red colors kind of blended into the little cover we had.
Yeah. No, not too much. It is, like I said, it's just kind of a generic, PS layout. Well, not generic, it's in our style, but, it's a universal, there we go, the universal PS layout.
Yeah. Two, okay, one more. Or two more, actually. This one included.
Yeah.
I think it's perfect. That'll give me some good renown back when I sell them all. Small one. Alright. Right now, let's go back and then sell this shit to, or let's give this shit to our pagan god.
What the?
What the fuck? Why are you green? On this fucking school.
Okay.
I'd be freaked out if I was just a normal kid. Like, if I was just a normal student, not like one of these weird, like, house students. Or friend of house students. Like one of the background characters. You know, the weird shit happening. Brown. From this diamond. Back, and let's pray to our god. Make an altar, offer items, all this fish can go. Okay, we should have enough to level up one.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, all the fish and food is mainly used for is the cook. But if I just give them to the god, fuck it.
I get it. What's that?
Not
bring renown from it, so fuck it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to, I'm already getting fucking good vibes from the students anyway, so it's not a big deal. We're fucking close enough in battle, everyone gets happy or notice each other while we fight. It's not a big waste of time. On. At the load always is fucking big. Oh, someone's in here. I totally forgot. Probably Hubert.
Sorry?
No, Ferdinand.
Edelgard and Hubert have been busier than usual, constantly coming and going, in and out of Garrick Mach. Perhaps they are doing something in the Empire. As the legitimate heir of the Eyre family, I have not heard anything about it. But if it were significant, I am sure my father would have told me.
Yeah. They're doing their Edelgard and Hubert thing. I mean, fucking Edelgard is gonna be the next heir to the... Or the next, queen on the throne, right?
Yeah.
All her family members kind of dead, so... Yeah. A lot of important shit going on in the background. I don't want to sing. Over here.
Need something?
Yeah, let's bump up. Let's bump up the last one.
This one? You're all set.
Okay, so now we just need
See you again soon.
25 for both. Or 2,500 for all 4 of those.
Yeah.
And we have, I think, one more student to talk to. I think it was that. Oh,
Really?
also, it's either Hubert or Edelgard.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Hey there.
Oh.
What?
I like thinking that fucking kid. Oh.
Professor.
Edelgard.
Professor, will you join me? There's something I must do. It will take a few days, but I promise we'll be back in time for the ceremony at the Holy Tomb.
Where are we going?
It's meant to be a secret, but I'm going to Enbar, the Imperial capital. There is something I must do there.
We'll drastically change the story.
Of course we'll go with you.
Yeah.
Thank you, my teacher. Father, forgive me for asking this of you. I know how much pain you're in, how the burden of the
backgrounds
throne
look
weighs
kinda
heavily
bad.
on you.
They
And so-
do.
I don't want to
movie.
mention it, but it feels like everything's just kind of in a tube.
That I do
Yeah.
not have much time left.
Yeah, that
in
was
this world. The
really
time
bad.
If you don't
is
like
Also,
pay attention, I mean, it's the reason why most of these cutscenes are in a fucking
Father.
field or in a gray room.
Yeah.
To complete
Also, I
the
thought there
Imperial
was like an
succession,
evil
you must
creature standing
relinquish your
behind her
crown
father,
here
but
in the
then I
throne
like actually looked
The
closer and it was
Archbishop
the
of the
fucking
Church of
throne.
Saros would normally act as witness, but my professor
Like the two
will fill
holes
that
in
role
the chair looked
instead.
like eyes, and I was like, what the fuck?
From this day forward, the weight of the Empire's future shall rest upon my shoulders. All that I do will be for the benefit of the people of Fodlan.
Yeah, it was just a weird chair monster.
Edelgard von Hesvelg, the crown is yours.
Hey, Edelgard's queen.
By the covenant between
Nice.
the red blood and the white sword, and by the double-headed eagle upon your head, I hereby pronounce you the new emperor. Are you prepared to take those responsibilities as your own?
In accordance with the ancient covenant, and in keeping with the Hresvelg legacy, I swear that upon this throne, I shall use my reign to lead Fodlan to a new dawn and achieve peace for all.
Nice.
The imperial succession is complete. My daughter.
Oh, you don't look too good, Dad.
Could not do more.
Gonna die as soon as
When
this
you
is
were
done.
stolen
Pretty
away
much,
to
you
the
look at him.
kingdom, and the prime
Yeah.
minister did those horrible things.
You applied that eyeliner a little too thick there, buddy.
I understand, Father. In those
I
dark
don't think it's
times,
eyeliner, I think
your
he's just
eyes and your
sunken in.
fists were my
I
salvation.
know.
The corpse.
Within your eyes,
Basically a
I
rotting
saw
corpse.
true care, and upon your fists, clenched tight with indignity, I saw the blood that dripped and fell. Even as I bled, I felt that you too must also be bleeding.
Your Majesty, you must not leave your sleeping chambers in your condition.
Oh, that's
Edelgard. I did not expect to find your highness.
Wendigo
here.
hammer.
He is a
Maybe.
Wendigo.
Yeah.
He
Prime
is.
Minister, you have misspoken. I am
Also,
no
I don't
longer
trust
your
this
highness,
man.
but rather
Well, he
your
is,
Majesty.
He is Ferdinand's dad.
Impossible.
It is true.
Oh, the Duke?
Edelgard is
Yeah.
the new emperor of the Etrestian
See,
Empire.
it's Duke Eyre.
You will
That's
summon
Ferdinand's
the officials
surname.
Oh.
and prepare an ordinance at once. And you, Prime Minister,
Wait, then how is Edelgard in line for the throne?
It will be some time before
'Cause
you
she
are allowed to make contact
Is
with the
the
outside
direct,
world again.
like, blood relative of the king.
How can this be?
Oh.
Understood, Your Majesty.
Edelgard, my dear El, I leave the fate of Fodlan in your capable hands.
Father. Thank you for staying by my side, Professor. Now that I'm the Emperor, it's time to grasp my destiny. After the ceremony at the Holy Tomb, I must return to Enbar.
Yeah, you got a
This
bunch
may
of
be
shit
the
going
last we
on,
see of
right?
each
I
other.
understand.
Yeah.
We are out of time, my teacher. Everyone is waiting for us. We must go.
Nothing.
It's you.
Hey. Wait.
Am I starting to master this?
Yeah.
I think I've got the hang of it.
Impressed yet?
No, I will
What are the
never be
stats
impressed
like?
with you.
Yeah. Oh, they're bees. Cool.
So-
Level up. I mean, at least their stats level up.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can do that seminar thing I was telling you about. Flying? No, I could just explore again and just get things from those guys, right?
That'd probably be a better idea, honestly. Because at that point, then you could get flying up the rest of the way and go recruit Chuckle Nuts over there.
Yeah. There's so many people around here I can recruit from. And also can build up magic, too. Because I'm just going to be asking people, right?
Yeah.
Alright, said it.
Ah, it is you.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, same thing about the yada. Hey, cool, I got D.
Practice.
Practice make
Fucking-
yield results, I think. It's not
Excuse
perfect.
me.
whatever.
Furthermore,
Our YouTube is now finally back up to date for our streams.
Nice. I didn't
I was
realize
being-
they were out of date.
Only by a week. I just had to schedule and fucking do descriptions and shit for last week's streams.
Alright.
Professor, are you unfit?
'Cause I was being lazy.
Oh.
And
Hey, magic goes up. I might be able to recruit someone else.
yeah. Granted, I'm only behind by one day. Because I usually do it Sunday night, and then I fucking didn't this week.
Another flying. Maybe we can do magic again. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Hammer, you're not gonna win. That ain't gonna happen, my dude.
Oh, I can fucking recruit her. Why not? Right there. I don't have to worry about magic yet, but
yeah.
Let me look up real fast. I have the thing up and ready. No, I don't. Why don't I have the fucking recruitment thing up? Oh god. Okay, here it is.
Everything's just falling apart.
Everything's falling apart. I feel bad. Okay, for Blue Lion. Not recruiting him. I recruited him. I recruited him. I recruited her. I can't recruit her, but I can recruit. So only one Blue Lion will exist in this thing, and it will be.
You've been maybe it is. I won.
Won't be you.
Good timing, Professor. There's actually something I want to speak with you about. Will you
There'll be
put
more,
me in your class too? There are so many things I want to learn from you.
There'll be more golden
Being
deer
in
left.
another class makes
There's
it
a net
especially
Blue Lion
challenging.
left. Sure.
Thank you, Professor. I look forward to studying under
We've
you.
now
I will
snaked
be
every,
extra diligent with my studies. Thank you for this opportunity.
Every student from that class.
And besides like the do, and besides like
Yeah.
Felix and the other one, but Felix, fuck Felix.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of his shit.
How dare he need us be a B rank,
is
that
photo-
bastard.
He just had to have us be a B rank. Ooh, no, I'm too good not to have. I'm too good to be a C+. Well, maybe.
Granted, we probably should have a B rank in Sword by now anyway.
No, it's a B+, not a B. I forgot.
Oh, B+. Oh, okay. Never mind. Fuck him.
Once it will happen.
Fuck him. Exactly. Exactly. Gilbert, what are you?
I hear she's the.
My writing's just awful.
Yeah. Probably gonna remain awful.
Yeah. Whatever. I don't need to know how to ride a horse. I can run.
Once it will happen.
Yeah.
And I can fly too. Let's dump shit in the sword. Why not? Gilbert, I don't really want to train. Shamir, I could probably dump. Oh no, you know what? Where is it?
Was it Ingrid we needed the flying for?
Yeah, and we already recruited her.
Okay. Good.
Fuck.
I wasn't making sure. I lost track for a sec, because I'm like, who the fuck do we need the flying for in the first place? Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Let's talk to Annie and let's...
I guess we could just have everyone dump into our sword skill.
Yeah. I was planning on doing that.
Okay. So as much as fuck Felix, it wouldn't hurt to try to get him. And also, we use a lot of sword anyway.
Hmm. I mean, it'd be nice to use the silver weapon because I still think I can't use silver weapons.
Yeah.
SA+. I don't need to focus on flying ever again. Is that good?
Yeah.
About Eloise. I know Eloise is heavy armor. I only have the one, so might as well. And I'm probably not gonna do another fight.
Oh, I was just.
Because we're kind of over level already.
Yeah.
Nah. You know what? Why not?
Practice
Yield results. Now let's leave. Maybe something
Later,
fun will happen.
Vader.
Instruction. Let's instruct. Good. Ash. Oh, he's level 21.
Oh. Cool.
I guess they want you to know, hey, we're not just gonna fuck you over by giving you like weak pieces of shit.
Thank God. I was actually really worried about that.
Thank you, Professor. I couldn't have done it without you.
That was for you. That was for you. I know you hate her voice so much.
Not the worst, but it is kind of fucking annoying.
I'm getting.
I could probably actually level people up to Ace or Advance while I'm at it. Let's buy a bunch of Advance seals.
Yeah.
And who else? I'm gonna. Both of you at A. How's your writing? Your writing's at B. All right, because you haven't got all 3 stars. Okay.
Say stars, and you just hear it from the distance. Fucking nemesis.
Oh. Let's set tasks. What I want. Well, naturally, you should probably be fucking flying. Flying and Lance? Yeah, Lance.
Sure.
Yeah, you're good with that. Good with that. Yeah, the people.
Fuck up.
Okay.
Okay.
Leonie, you're... Let's make you spear and... I mean, your writing's going up. Your writing's pretty high. Did I? Ash is that. Yeah, Ash is fine for what he is. I'll decide what I want him to be later.
Yeah. Not like you can't
Could you perhaps
change it
enlighten
ever.
me on something?
I hope you will indulge me with a candid reply, Professor, so I can have a good laugh as a noble. Can you name even one thing I'm lacking? Subject and territory for start.
Not quite there, are we?
I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
You're good. Good for what you are. Sure. Let's speak to Eloise. See what
Hello,
Eloise
Professor. You're really
bro?
on the move today. A lot to get done, I take it? I'm happy to help. Tell me, is there anything I can do to lighten your load a bit?
I appreciate the offer, but I'm good.
Oh, surely there must be something. Don't be shy about asking for help. We're practically siblings, after all. Cut from the same cloth. I was raised by Gerald just as you were, so we should have no trouble getting along.
You were raised by Gerald?
Huh? Did I not mention that? How thoughtless. What an embarrassing gaffe. My parents died when I was small, and I came to live in the monastery. It was an aimless existence. But sometimes a knight would pass by wearing magnificent armor. That knight was Gerald. And the first time
Gerald
he
is
laid
fucking
eyes
old
on me,
then,
he
Christ.
made me his
It
squire.
always seems like a grown man.
What was he thinking, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds like Gerald.
No kidding. I don't think I'll ever fully understand his logic. Later, I heard that the squire preceding me had died of a terrible plague. I looked a bit like him and was about the same age, so Gerald thought me a suitable replacement. A little nutty, old Gerald, there's no doubt about that. All that was more than 30 years ago. How time flies.
How did you know it? How did you know his age?
Actually, I'm not entirely sure. You never asked him? Well, Gerald hardly seemed to age at all. In fact, over drinks he once told me, perhaps that's a story for another day. At any rate, that's Gerald for you. One of a kind. I don't think there's anyone else quite like him.
Yeah, probably not.
Right. Well, now you've heard my whole story. I hope that you understand now why I feel such a strong sense of attachment to you. If you're ever in a bind, just give me a holler. I'll help however I can.
Thanks for the offer.
Indeed, indeed. Well, I'll let you get back to it. But truly, if I can take anything off your plate, don't hesitate to let me know.
I'd laugh if you had another option. Just kept insisting. Until you said, alright, fine.
Alright, fine, leave me alone. Felix's birthday. Here's flowers, chocolate nuts.
I wouldn't give him anything. B+, fuck him.
I'll be nice.
I know.
Let's put this to the test.
Mighty below. Before I do anything, I should probably certify everyone.
Yeah.
It needs a certification. Can Ash be certified to do anything? Oh, his shit's just too low. Wow.
Yeah.
Alright. How about... Maybe their things are just too low.
That could very well be, yeah.
That's not that big of a deal. Oh! Oh. Ignat can be... not a hero, but... Oh, is he strong enough to be a hero? Or does he not have the seal? Oh, I just don't have the seal!
Oh, yeah, you need seals.
Okay, that totally makes sense. So let's go to the item shop. Buy, convoy. Not they all came with a seal, but actually they might have. Let me look. Wait. Items.
Yes, that was a waste of points. Not enough people for a poll. I'll do one.
Yeah, I guess
where
only
is
the
poll thing?
professors came with. Oh, I guess they're intended to use for classmates, but I don't need to. Actually, Bulbous can become something.
What the hell's the poll question? Oh,
Bulbous,
okay.
you can become a fighter. I don't know why you weren't a fighter. I guess it didn't bother to turn you into it. This. Oh, Alois has a heavy armor knight already equipped. Okay.
It's like 2 minutes.
Can I make an assassin? You know what? Yeah, make an assassin. Why not?
There we go.
Ignat, you
There
were
is
officially
your
an assassin.
I can't believe I did it.
Good job, Ignatz.
Please don't call me that. Oh, I can make a wyvern rider later, since he already has flying up, or just getting it up.
Yeah.
And that's the only like flying based thing that you can get.
Yeah.
And Leone will probably be a paladin.
Excuse me.
Everyone seems to be good. Okay. Wait. That's what.
There we go. I have voted.
Oh, it's the Petra other thing that you can be. Alright, let's explore one more time.
Yeah.
We can get a little bit more magic up. Maybe recruit a couple people.
Yeah. How much what does our magic need to be for recruitment?
Let's see. Which
Practice.
Nice.
I think you can recruit like one person.
Nice.
Ah, I am sorry.
What do you got? But we can do sword.
Yeah. And maybe we'll finally get it to be.
Then,
the other chuckle fuck.
Yeah. Eloise.
He was just heavy armor. And 2 other things I don't remember.
Still. What? Oh!
Long sure? No, why not? More magic can't hurt.
Unless you burn yourself. Then I could.
The whole. I mean it. When the. But.
Of course, you train with a fucking sword. Weird.
I still.
Shaft-loving creature.
Yeah, loving. You shaft-loving degenerate.
Fucking whore.
Oh, fuck you. Alright, I got magic.
To be honest,
it was a stipulation.
I have heard good things about you. I believe your talents may be well suited to working with a student of my uniquely high caliber. What do you say? Shall we arrange a transfer?
Oh, yeah.
I suppose when I put it that way, how could you possibly decline? We are a natural fit.
I guess we'll work with a person of your high functioning.
You, Professor.
High functionality.
Lawrence may be our last party member that we recruit.
Ooh.
It is a possibility. I wanted to throw it out there. Because you can't really recruit, maybe. Let me check. I'm gonna check one more. I'm gonna try one more time, or make sure Felix.
You did. You missed it, Hammer. Should have been here.
Golden Deer. Got Lawrence.
But
Can't get
Paul
Raphael,
said yes.
got Ignatz, can't get Hilda won't join me, like, at all. Alright. Ignatz, or... Blue Lions, I don't know why I said Ignatz.
Good old Ignatz.
Good old Ignatz. That'd still be, and I already got everyone from... Yeah! I can't recruit Felix, but
Tron, our next. Join me
Gotta
for some
be.
training sometime.
See?
I might.
It wasn't strong enough. He's so...
Yes, did.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. He is, I think, the best sword user in the game. Or one of the best. And even when
Say other than you?
But yeah, one of the best student sword users.
Yeah.
He's the only student that really excels naturally with sword and speed, and those are, like, again, natural fits.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess we could just dump into sword.
Yeah. Although it won't do. It's a movie.
In our one, it will
Yeah.
happen.
How you doing, Catheter?
Yep, our sword.
I hear she's the
Just
pillar.
looks us dead in the end. Is like, don't call me that.
Don't. Stop it. Spear, why not? Alright, we need to talk to, Edelgard again.
Huh?
And do a shitload of, I just remembered, a shitload of,
Thank
those
you
things.
for coming all the way to the Imperial capital, Professor.
Exactly.
The announcement
Yep,
of my
a shitload of
enthronement
those
is
things.
imminent.
Support conversations.
Until then, can you
Oh,
please
yeah.
keep it to yourself? There are many preparations that must be made before the news spreads. I believe Hubert will be occupied and away from the monastery for much of this month.
Well, that explains why. Oh, we don't have that many. Okay.
No, not that many.
Linhart, there you are. Observant as ever, Ferdinand. What can I help you with?
You have been utilizing clever tricks to give me the slip. But not today. Prepare yourself. A
Gonna
noble
attack him?
cannot escape from his duty. Hold these words in your heart.
Oh, he's just gonna lecture
really
him.
mean it this time. I suppose I have no choice but to outmatch you.
Finally, a little enthusiasm. You are bravely stepping upon the path of nobility. Let us begin.
Come now, Ferdinand.
Said the-
Don't be foolish. I can't.
John could or
possibly
could not be a
train you.
Wendigo.
I have places to
I-
be.
We let.
Wait,
we don't judge
I
here.
will not allow
right?
you
We
to get
accept
away.
all.
The poll confirmed he is a Wendigo.
I can't run anymore.
Then again,
Just
that
admit
would
defeat.
also imply that someone's been resorting to
Can't we?
cannibalism.
Just a minute. Ferdinand, let me catch my breath.
Well, maybe just for a moment. I could use a rest myself. I am surprised you could run so far.
I don't know where you
assumed
watched
that
the
all that
Until
lounging
Dawn
around would have
playthrough.
dulled your
Thinking of
constitution.
Wendigos now.
But I had a difficult time keeping up.
All right, those
like
were
this
the
game.
those were the guys, right?
Of having to
Yeah.
exert myself really helped. You're none too slow yourself.
Like how
Those
that
are the-
builds up the flamethrower guy being
It's been a
potentially
while
this
since
like
I ran
fucking
like that.
antagonist,
It
but then
actually
he gets like
feels
chopped in
pretty
half or
good.
whatever.
It does.
It's like
I was
Smurfs.
actually protecting you guys.
Well,
Yeah.
how about we say that
It's
through
fucking
Monday
ass
was
Deaths were
your
caused
training
by
for the
like
day.
flying doors.
If you will excuse me,
Yeah.
I am going to run even more, so I can catch you next time.
After all the running you already did, that's our Ferdinand. You always give everything your all, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. He is
And what is
headstrong.
wrong with that?
Nothing whatsoever, Ferdinand. I mean that.
He is headstrong, and cocksure. Or is it the other way around?
Cocksure and headstrong.
Headsure and
Gaspar,
cockstrong.
I have
Oh.
been waiting.
Ferdinand,
Maybe you have a strong cock.
waiting for what?
It's been a while
I
since
am
I've
going to
watched
give you a
Robin Hood
lesson
Men
on
in
the
Tights.
righteous path of the noble.
Righteous path.
Fun movie.
What? You have a problem
Fucking
with
going
my
around
path
talking about
now?
nobility
You
to
think you're
people.
more
Like, leave me the
righteous
fuck
than
alone,
me?
Vernon.
That remains to be
Yeah.
seen.
I need my
I
fucking
heard
dinner.
you
I don't
stopped a
need you
robbery
lecturing
in
about
town the other
nobility.
day. Some despicable thief who was robbing an
I
elderly
think that movie's the
shopkeeper.
first time I
Rumor
ever saw
has it you
anything
didn't
with
wreak
Dave
as much
Chappelle.
havoc as usual.
Really?
Hey now, I think you're underestimating me here.
I think it was
When the
watching
thief
the
showed
show.
up, the old shopkeeper was so scared that he could barely stand.
Yeah.
I didn't want the guy to
I
pass
didn't
out,
watch a
so I
lot
had
of
to
stuff
stay
like
calm
that
while
as a
handling
kid.
the situation. Rather than fighting, I
I
gave
didn't
my
really
own
watch a
money
whole
to
lot
the
of
thief and
stand-up
told him to
either.
Get out of there, or else.
How,
There's a lot of
magnanimous
comedians
of
I
you.
missed out on.
The thief fell for it and left the shop. That's when I chased him down. I got my money back and gave that thief a good beat.
I know
He won't be back
who in my
here
opinion is
anytime
the
soon.
worst comedian.
Ah, so you walloped the scoundrel. That does sound like
Fucking
you.
Howie Mandel.
I am finding this story more plausible. Nevertheless, I think...
Hold on. Now it's your turn. I heard a very interesting story about you recently.
So you
My turn,
tricked Thief into
Let's
taking
hear
your money
this
and you
story
beat the
then.
shit out of him when he
The
was
way
away
I
from
heard
people
it,
and took
you
the money back.
punched a foreign soldier right in the middle of town.
Stop. I know what you are getting at. But you have the wrong idea.
Look.
Let's hear your version then.
Yes,
I
I
have been
happened to
browsing for
hit
weapons at a rundown
the
stall.
scoundrel in the middle of town, but it was for a good reason.
A man seized the stall's owner and started dragging him away. Someone with a less generous spirit might say the peddler had it coming. His wares were quite inferior after all. But without a moment's hesitation, I leapt to his aid and soundly defeated the goon.
Squeaks.
Yeah.
Well done. Sounds exciting.
It was nothing, really. Anyway, the old shopkeeper let me in on the details.
Yeah, he
said
was
that he a
delighted
novice
that I
trader,
beat the shit out of
tricked
him.
by a noble into selling low-quality goods. That ruse was about to come to light, so the noble had sent a mercenary to keep the shopkeeper silent.
So
Can you
that's what
believe
really
this?
happened. I
Yeah.
just heard you snapped and attacked some noble servant. I figured it was worth asking about.
Well, I won't deny it. I forgot my rank for a moment and let my instincts take over.
Is there something wrong with that? It sounds a little like something I would do.
And your, gentle approach to handling that robbery. That sounds like something I might do. You were not overcome
You're
by
two
your
sides of the same
impulses.
coin. You're
You
not
kept
so
a
different, you
cool
and I.
head. For the most
Yeah.
part.
I think we're starting to
They're
rub off on
learning
each
to
other.
cooperate.
Always looking for a way to defend justice and to lift each other up.
Partners in justice, eh? Well now, that I can agree to.
Batman to his Robin. Or
Yeah,
Robin
they're
to
gonna
his
start a
Batman.
superhero duo now.
Exactly. Oh yeah, just these two. Oh, and Yuri. Actually, let's do Yuri's right now. Yuri's interesting. I like the dynamic between the two.
Bernadetta, knock it off. How long are you gonna keep this up?
I can't have him find me. Time for a tactical withdrawal.
Wait up, would you? Running away every time you see me is just going to wear us both out. If you've got something to say, say it already. You've been shadowing me for ages. Think how I feel. I mean, when we have missions together, you avoid me like the plague. Even the professor doesn't know what to say.
I can't be around you, Yuri.
That's
It's
weird
just
because they
not
put them together
doable.
so often.
I know what my
Yeah.
father did to you. It's all just too overwhelming. I thought you died.
He got over it. He's better.
You thought I had, but I hadn't. I was halfway to my grave, but I survived.
I died.
Then that means the half of you that survived is gonna seek revenge on me.
I was half dead, sure, but that really meant I was able to get out with my life. If I was to seek revenge, it would be on the Count, not you. When I'm looking to make things even, it's all or nothing. You wouldn't be standing here talking to me right now if I targeted you.
If not here, then where would I be? At the bottom of a ravine?
Oh my god.
I wouldn't
Probably.
push you off a cliffside.
You'll tie me to a big rock and drop me in the ocean. Is that
That's what I
it?
was gonna say.
You're gonna turn
Give her
me
cement
into fish
shoes.
food. I knew it.
What are you going on about?
Look, lady, I'm...
Mercy! If it has to be a watery grave, please just drop me in icy water so I freeze instead
I've run
of
into support conversations, so it's not a treat.
Kids got
Yeah.
issues. Well, I guess I'd better tell her everything.
I've got two more conversations. One with Dorothea, one with
Hey, Dorothea.
Casper.
Something's been bothering me. I kind of feel like
Oh,
you act more
I think it's about
casually
Casper.
around me than you do with other people.
Casually? I don't know what you mean.
I just feel like you're always asking me to do things that might make other people uncomfortable. Like when you asked me to clean your room. You're not very flirty toward me like you are with the other guys. You seem weirdly comfortable around me.
You pay more attention than I would have thought.
Hey, are you interested in me? You know, interested.
What? No. It just seemed weird, and I was curious.
I'm kidding. It's true that I do find you quite a convenient little helper at times. It's like you're... how to put it? You're like a little brother to me.
Really? That's not exactly a compliment.
You got little brother
No,
zone.
but it's true.
Yeah, I know how that
And
feels.
now that I've thought about it, I like the whole idea.
Why don't you try calling me Big Sis and see how it feels?
Calling me
no,
Oni-chan. No.
that's not gonna happen.
Why not?
Oni-san! Oni-san!
I'm embarrassed just thinking about it.
Oh, come on. It's just a goof. You can manage it at least once, can't you? Please? Oh, I know. If you do it, I'll stop using you for my chores. How's that sound?
That's an enticing offer. Fine. Once.
It.
Sis.
Well done, Caspar. You're such a cute little boy. I'm proud to have you as a sibling.
I'm not cute, and I'm not little. How would you feel if I made you call me Big Bro?
Oh?
Not
well,
big.
I wouldn't mind that at all. Big bro.
God.
Is something wrong, big bro?
Oh, this is the worst.
Alright, we got one last one. I guess it went by faster than I thought.
Yeah, we didn't have that many of these.
Thought we had.
Well, if it
I thought
isn't
we were
Bernadetta, what
collecting them.
brings you here?
I mean, we have a few later, but unlock
Sorry,
later.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
I'll come back another time.
Well, don't leave yet. You just got here. Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Yes. Do you remember that time in town?
In town? Oh, you mean when all those thieves showed up? Whew, that was rough. I heard a bunch of people got robbed.
No, not that. I mean the time I was carried off.
Some thieves tried to carry you off? Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Just tell me which way they went. I'm gonna...
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
not what
flip
I
it.
mean. Oh, just forget it.
Oh,
Wait,
did
don't go.
Caspar carry her into her
What are
room
you
at one
trying to
point?
ask me?
Will you really listen this time?
Maybe.
Oh, that's Hubert.
Of course. Sorry. You have my full attention.
Might have been
Do you remember
Hubie.
when you carried me to that spot with a really pretty view? Where is that place?
Oh, right.
I've been looking all
Right,
over.
I forgot.
The
Yeah.
place I took you with
I
the
thought
view.
I have a sunset, and you're gonna
Oh,
fucking see it.
right. Okay, first you go out of the monastery, and actually, it's kind of tricky to explain. Come on, I'll just take you
Carry
there
her
again.
again.
But pay attention this time.
Wait, what are you?
Oh, yeah.
No,
She's gonna carry you again?
put me down!
That's funny.
Alright, we got them all. So, let's end this day. Save again. Birthday.
I
Chris
am
Clark.
grateful.
I can't, couldn't join me and my team, unfortunately. That's all good.
Time for the holy mission.
Yeah. Conflict in the Holy Temple.
I do feel conflicted in this holy temple.
I mean, we're in a place where people are supposed to be dead, right? We're alive.
Next time
Are
on
you surprised,
Pokemon,
Professor?
conflict in the holy
This
temple.
is the Holy Tomb.
To think that there was such a vast space beneath the monastery all this time. It's hard to
Are you
imagine
really
that any of these
surprised?
enormous contraptions are of this world.
This is where the goddess who created this world was laid to rest, along with her children. It is said that our creator,
Hey, that's
the
Chair.
goddess
That's
Sophis,
where Celtic was sitting.
sat upon
Yeah.
this very throne.
In my soul.
Professor,
head.
do you recognize this throne?
Yeah, I do.
So long.
I was bit
I
stabbed
have
by
waited
Celtic
so
in that
very
chair.
long
Yeah.
for this day. Sit upon the throne. I have no doubt you will be gifted a revelation.
I kind of already was, but I didn't tell anyone.
Yeah.
Well,
Ain't working.
it was supposed
it's
to be
no
but
go.
a step away. What could possibly be missing?
Stop right there.
Don't move, any of you.
If you move, your lives will be forfeit. Thank you ever so much for guiding us this far. The Imperial Army will now take possession of everything in the Holy Tomb.
What's the Imperial Army doing here?
Wait, does he work for the Flame Emperor?
So the Flame Emperor is connected to the Empire. I never thought that possible.
Edelgard, did you know about this?
Yes. In fact, I gave the
Oh.
order. I
Oh,
am the
god
Flame
damn it.
I guess that's the end of play.
We shouldn't have grinded you up, son of a bitch.
I mean, Your Majesty. Get to work, everyone.
I'm gonna have to
Crest
fight
stones
her.
belong to us now. And take those filthy bones, too.
Yeah, take them all, I guess.
Insolence! You will atone for the sin of trampling on this
Rhea,
holy
can't you
resting
just
place.
call down like a fucking
Professor,
bolt of lightning or
destroy
something?
these villainous traitors who dare dishonor our creator.
Wait, what's the meaning of this, Edelgard?
You
Everyone's
made
conflicted.
use of us? Why?
I'm sorry, my teacher. I cut this path, and now I must follow it. My friends, I ask that all
Should
of
have
you
never
stay
came
back.
with you.
It is not my intention to fight you. By order of the
Bit on
Adressian
me.
Edelgard von Creststone, I command you to collect the crest stones. If
We can't do
anyone
that.
attempts to stop us, kill them.
Oh, wow.
Well, you're gonna get killed yourself in the process.
Bro, look at her. She's so nice in Team Mario. God, some of those the fact that they're random is real fun.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love when shit like that happens in games like this.
Yeah. It'll be great. Alright.
Oh, fuck.
Who else can be on my team? Probably should have like Shamir on our team. Would probably be
Yeah.
Sorry, Sylvan. Oh, both us too. You're getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Shamir and who else can be on a team? You want a student or a professor?
This is the next highest level. It's also at 21 with us.
Everyone's at 21. Everyone we just recruited at 21.
Yeah.
I think Alois. I mean, I think he's in
Yeah.
advanced class. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
All right, and for the thing, we'll have you. Because I kind of want to see where that thing plays out. And for me, for support.
We could have
she level. Yeah, they're all
stuff
like
for
level
happy.
Okay.
I don't know. Or
can have
who's
Happy.
the lowest level, I guess?
We can have Happy. We can train her up.
Okay.
Okay, map. How's everything looking?
It's
This
pretty
looks-
straightforward.
Yeah, this looks pretty manageable.
Yeah.
Can I move anyone over here? Yeah, okay. We should be able to back each other up, no problem.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
I will not allow such violence from the Empire. Strike down the rebels and protect the Holy Tomb.
That was a fucking Star Wars line if I've heard one. Jesus.
The Holy Tomb must not be desecrated.
I mean, she's kinda
Protect
pissed off.
As many of the crest
Oh
stones
yeah,
as you can.
I don't blame her.
Alright, who do I want?
Put me in there.
Go first. I think Caspar can
Hell, I'm
handle all...
pissed off.
Yeah, I think Caspar can handle all these people.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think like
Right
like
makes
half
right,
of
right?
our squad could handle like a group of people right now.
Yeah. Alright. Let's have...
We
Okay.
even though we're on the hard difficulty, I was
get the
thinking about that. Like we are really okay.
Oh, it's a silver sword with this.
I will remove you. My
Hey,
heart
nice.
is full of victory.
A sight to see.
Like I said, I
To
think
work.
we're pretty good. Pretty good on all this shit.
Yeah.
Iron bow. You know what? I'll probably just use a full assault.
Let's
Yeah.
surprise them.
Good job, Mira.
keep her attacking. And have...
I am Ferdinand von
Can you
Eyre.
take this guy out? Oh, you knew what to pull.
Make them tremble. This was beneath
Make
me.
them tremble.
There.
Got him 30.
That's my cue.
Move up. Actually, let's have you attack. I don't want you to use meteor.
Oh no. Stay focused.
But what about B? Can you send her down to like use a combat art or something? At a distance.
Dead shot. I can keep this one.
Yeah. Soften him up a bit.
Yeah. It's not like Barney can't handle an attack, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll be there with Smear and get my axe out. Smear's probably gonna get attack.
Nice. Good job.
Not so
Good job,
fast.
Sammy.
You earned this.
Hey, nice.
I know where I stand.
We put him in.
Take away every last one of those crescent stones.
That is enough. Do you even know what those stones are?
No, you never told me. We're doing all this shit, and she didn't tell us a lot of this shit.
That is true. Oh god, they can fucking control.
Well, they
whatever the
always
fuck
could.
those things were called.
Demonic beast.
Yeah, demonic beast. There we go. Did a whole bit about them last night. Can't believe I forgot their names.
But they're not a problem, I don't think. Hey, nice. Nice dodge. Okay. You, first of all, you, I want to deal with you. Oh, can you get a better shot? Nice.
There we go.
Sleep in the dirt.
Awesome sauce.
Okay, now let's melt you.
All roses have thorns. Growth.
Hey, we even got the grind.
That was a cool animation.
Let's have you get taken out.
I thought I was dead.
You'll be fine. Okay, let's see. Hernan. Take the rough galleon out.
Only a fool challenges me.
Here.
Yeah.
No, I can do magic.
Heck. Thunderclap, bitch.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Let's see. Caspar, you can take out the closest one.
Yeah.
What a jump.
Hey, this is not that bad.
Oh, this is going really well.
Until things start going bad.
Exactly. That's how it goes.
I have you just. You should do yeah. Okay.
I had no other option.
Yeah.
You're right.
He's a bitch. He deserved to die.
Yes, he deserved to die, and I hope he rots in hell.
Oh wow, missed.
Oh.
Oh,
Petra, come
I will
on.
get the victory.
Yeah.
Girl, what the hell?
Okay, that's fine. Who else needs to move? Oh, Linhardt.
Yeah.
That's the case. Linhardt can go over here, and Linhardt can heal.
I'm good now.
Here.
Heal Shammy. That's her name.
That was nothing.
Nice.
Nice dodge.
Dodge.
You can take it. Yeah, I think they're stealing more crest.
Yeah.
Fine by me. Makes this shit slightly easier to deal with.
Oh goodness.
Appreciate it.
'Cause I'm about to kill a lot of people. Oh yeah. There we go. Heavy draw. It takes a lot out of my stamina for my weapon, but eh.
It's better to get the kill, honestly, because you can always repair the weapons.
Yeah. I don't want a dead aim. Is that encounter? Ah, damn. Can you kill? Yeah, you can kill. It's fine.
You were wide open.
Bernie, you're slipping again. What's going on, girl?
Don't worry, Birdie, give her some time.
Yeah, I know. Needs to put a little more training in. She'll be good.
Yeah. Have you just deal with this because you need a big fucking stopper from healing people.
Yeah. Okay, that's the worst fucking. I understand for balance reasons they have to have healers on the enemy team, but fuck off. I fucking hate them.
Stay focused.
Unless they're with me.
I'll have you go over here.
As expected.
Now I mean.
Good job, Happy.
Nice. Oh no.
That would have been a big
Ferdinand
whoop.
von Eyre.
Yeah.
Put me in there.
Yeah, you probably need to get your ass kicked.
Yeah, it worked.
So I assume once they get crest stones, they're gonna start running back the way they came.
Yeah.
Which is up. Okay.
Go up and move over here, and ooh. I didn't know you had the combat art.
That's actually awesome.
I just. How about Night Slayer? Blast. I really want something that can kill.
Yeah.
I can just kill with lance.
Fortunately, it seems like it's always gonna be one. The least you can get.
Damn. Well, I could. This.
Yeah.
Oh no. Kill one.
Yeah.
Oh, he won't be able to get healed. I guess that's the best part.
Yeah.
Run over here. Okay. Yeah, attack me. That's fine. Oh, damn.
Oh. Oh no.
I have to rewind. Yeah, there's no point in watching any of this.
Yeah.
Where did Petra go?
I'd say
Went,
that's gonna be a.
Petra, okay.
I will get the victory.
Now what? Gambit.
Here it goes.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Roar.
Cause even like the healer's still alive, yeah, but the dragon's stunned.
Ready and able.
Yep, Gambit. You do.
Let's begin.
The demonic beast is stunned.
Yeah.
Stay
I can always
focused.
have I can always have just you kill the healer.
Yeah.
Or me.
Should I have held back?
I was actually hoping I got a crit, because I would not kill.
I saw that when you chose for that attack.
Put me in
Let's
there.
go over here and you can
Slaughter,
Right makes might,
slaughter,
right?
slaughter.
Alright, what else?
Last one
I am
is
Ferdinand
free.
von Eyre.
I think you can start like a bow right here, right?
Yeah.
But I really want him to do a little bit of damage. That guy.
Fair enough.
And if he attacks Linhart should be able to heal him. And the monsters are up to me. So.
Yeah.
Fine. It missed!
Ooh, and it missed.
Probably not. Yeah. That's fine. As long as no one dies.
Yeah. He does have healing hands, so.
Must be awful losing to me.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's see. Hey! Goodbye.
Press down, motherfucker.
Okay, well, we have that done, so we have one over here. Ferdinand can attack. Yeah. Can you be able to attack, kill and counter attack? So it's not a big deal.
That's my cue.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I could probably have Burning deal the finishing blow. Oh, not on you. Yeah. See? Bernie's
Yeah.
good in some situations. When it comes to
Yeah.
that.
Can I go now? Whoa.
Hey, Yuri's 16 or 17 now.
Good luck. Nice. Good job, Yuri.
We'll be fine.
Battle.
Move over here and let's see if we can.
Good job. Alright.
Let's use my battalion.
We'll contribute.
For distractor.
It's time.
I probably won't go after the little
To work.
thing they have and just go for the full attack.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Taking aim.
Hey!
Nice.
45.
I'll grow it.
Besides, you've been like turning that stuff into renown anyway, so.
Yeah. Let's use a. Yeah.
Need my help?
I will use the strategy.
Now to focus on Petra. Now. Hit him.
Nice.
Don't let those muscles, don't let the Aloe Sumer deceive you. He's a fucking strong boy.
Yeah, he is. Holy fuck.
Who else hasn't moved? Oh yeah, Dorothy hasn't moved. I guess Dorothy can just go over here. Okay, I guess you just wanted to commit suicide.
No hesitation.
He went right in front of him. Oh wow. Hey!
Good lord.
Magic boy! Missed!
Nice.
Are you running away, huh? Goodbye.
What a chump.
Edelgard, like, you've been with us on countless missions, and you've seen how strong we've become.
Yeah,
I
you
don't know
did a
why
lot
you
of good
thought
shit in
you
our
could have.
mission.
I don't know why she thought she could have stopped us.
And we got the crest stone. I think that's all the crest stones, thieves that good to go.
Yeah.
Alright, let's... Yeah, let's have, we have to finish it off. Let's do Bernie.
Yeah. Bernie could probably use the, XP.
Also, Yuri too.
Yeah.
Alright, and I can come in for a save here. Actually, you know what? You know what else I can do? I can heal.
I won't forget this.
I love basic healing. Alright. That's fine.
Petra. Good job, Petra.
Alright, now let's have everyone just kind of move forward. Who else needs to
Thank
Oh, those three up there, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Let's go this way.
Fucked with the wrong bitch.
Yeah, I'm pissed. Gaspar can come in as a fucking spear and just take out anyone. Linhardt go over here. For James, let's have Dorothea heal. Ooh, she's also healing.
Is over yet?
I know she doesn't normally heal, but you know.
Yeah.
Me and Bernie. Let's see. What else do I want? Yeah, I guess we can have a spear going here.
Yeah.
Or equivalent to a spear. That's fine. Attack again. Funeral.
Just miss. Dumbass.
Ah, bitch. I'm fast, ain't I?
You fought well.
Y'all are just like... Y'all are a match.
Good enough.
Not at all. But hey, I mean, they tried. Can't fault them on trying.
I'll show you a plan.
Ooh,
You are nothing.
Back. You're up. Make me shoot out this fucker.
Here we go! You see that?
Nice.
Scramble his brain in his fucking helmet. And guess what? You have a bow.
I will not be stopping.
On your side, probably gonna need a bit. It's gonna be the same thing. But he's
Yeah.
good one position.
Slowly
have
but surely.
Linhardt to heal someone. So, I guess he needs to be in the middle. That's fine. Everyone in position, because it's gonna be a. Yeah. Bernie will drag him out. Hey, fucker! You're dead.
Can I go now?
Good job, Bernie.
Oh, a little magic. Oh, hoo-hoo. Guess what? Linhardt can reach.
How that... Yeah. Like how that bowman came down and didn't attack. They knew. They saw what happened to their friend.
And just waiting for death.
Yeah.
Let's have. Yeah.
Now you'll learn.
60,
I
baby.
know where I stand.
Fucking 47 just right off the bat.
That's always nice.
Yeah.
Guess what? You can't reach.
Our students are getting ridiculously powerful. Sure.
Anywhere I can hide.
Oh, never.
I will never grow tired of her voice lines.
Don't hide. Yeah, fine. Even if you do hit me, it ain't gonna big deal. It really isn't.
Honestly, Bernie, since you're a sniper, it wouldn't be bad for you to go and hide somewhere.
You wanna? You know what? Get the revenge and beat the fuck out of this guy.
Right makes money.
Yeah,
He scuffed up a little bit. Fuck him.
Now
Oh
should've been
man, that
talking
was a
shit.
decent level up.
Yeah, exactly. You gonna try to attack me? No. Yeah, you'll try to attack me. But I got magic. The fire equip. so I can fire back, counter stuff.
Yeah.
Let's think carefully.
Oh! Ah, I missed, you stupid fuck.
You fucked up, bruh. What did you?
Can I go now?
Oh, this guy. Oh, what? Hey, you don't wanna fight me? You don't wanna fight me, huh?
Oh, I
wanna fight you.
Really?
Witness Bridget
knows.
Pride.
Look, this was probably a mistake. Yeah. Come at me, Edelgard.
Let's have sword recruited just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case things go bad or go south. You never know. We can always rewind time.
Yeah.
Let's have Burn to get healed. Oh yeah, we can drop a fucking meteor on you.
I'm told it's fine to kill those who resist. Now then, how shall I cook you?
That's the kid.
Like a
that
hot
you?
rock. You was. Oh damn. Can you use combat art?
What's this chuckle fuck's name? Melody?
Yeah,
Okay,
meditate.
yeah,
Hey, look!
Wait. No. I was just following orders.
Oh. That's Death the Kid. I heard his voice for a split second. I'm like, wait a second. That's Todd Habercorn, isn't it?
Alright, you and me, Edelgard. Doing this or what?
Mono a mono. Vagine to vagine.
Professor, I will make no
Clank, clank.
excuses. Thank you for all that you did for me. In truth, no. Let's leave it at that.
Oh! It missed too!
I was about to say I would laugh my ass off if she fucking whiffed her attack.
I might not even need you use Sword of Greater. Well, yeah,
I'll use it. Yeah.
Get me! Oh, counterattack! I missed! Boom, baby!
Like that it does the Renji Bunkai thing.
The roar Zoe Maru.
Yeah.
So, the end has come.
Yeah, sure
All
has.
parts detected. I got a rusted bow. I'll probably fix it up. An orb of knowledge.
Knowledge.
Hey, advanced seal.
And Seagull. Don't worry, Edelgard. We're playing on casual. You're not gonna die. After all that, here's a nice image of fishing.
You
Oh,
have
your nerve.
disappointed me, Edelgard. To think that a descendant of House Hresvelg would dare betray the Holy Church.
So, it is my teacher who stands in my way. I always knew it would come to this.
Professor, kill Edelgard at once.
Wait, what?
She
All
is
right.
a danger to all of Fodlan. Such a rebellious heart cannot be allowed to keep beating.
You know what I'm choosing?
I protect Edelgard. Fuck.
I can't kill my student.
Yeah.
My power is for my student. I'm sorry, Hammer.
You. How dare you?
I don't
My
trust.
teacher.
I don't like that the Empire did this, but I also don't
But are
trust the
you
Church
certain?
either.
No. Now isn't the time for discussion.
Words cannot properly express my gratitude,
Hey,
Professor.
what the fuck did you learn Flash Step? Holy fuck, that scared me.
Oh.
This is the choice you have made.
Oh god, she's
You look
doing the
like a-
evil
Just
anime
another
face.
failure.
This is like a VTuber model fucking up.
Soils this holy tomb and disgraces my brethren. I will not allow one who would lend our enemies strength to wield the power of the goddess Sothis. I have passed judgment, and now I shall rip your chest open and take back your heart myself!
Oh, there's Makoto. I heard it in that one.
That must be the Immaculate One.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
I
The monsters
like
that
that.
have controlled Fodlan in secret for far too long. Rhea
A
is their
dragon.
leader.
There is no time to waste. Your Majesty, Professor, we must escape
No.
while we can.
Fuck that, let's fight.
Let me since we chose the route, I mean we were doing the fucking thing, I might as well have went for the actual route. This route is not available unless you have C or like unless you have like a C plus for Edelgard and go with her to the end bar.
Oh.
If you don't do any of those things, you automatically side with the church. But I thought this would be more interesting. Although, again, I have my problems with this route, but it's more interesting to see the secret ending. Well, not the secret ending, the alternate to and actually team up with Edelgard. Because every other house, you team up with their leader no matter what.
Yeah.
And it takes a little bit of time to actually team up with
the people of Fodlan.
It takes a little bit of time to team, or a little bit of time and effort to team up with Edelgard.
They recall sad partings and new acquaintances alike, but each person.
So
must
you know,
still
I
walk
mean,
their chosen
the
path.
church path is all right. It's I
With each
believe
day,
shorter
the
than
presence of spring
the
grows
path we are now,
stronger,
which is
and
officially
yet
the
a
Crimson
lone
Rose
moon
or
still
Crimson
haunts
Flower.
the sky.
Yeah.
A silent reminder.
It's not my
perhaps, of
favorite path
something
in the game, but you know, it's okay path.
Shut up, Dot.
We chose to protect Hammer. I'm sorry.
I couldn't.
Too
I'm
bad we
sorry, I
killed all
couldn't
those
kill
guys.
Edelgard.
Somehow managed to escape.
Yeah.
This is one of the Imperial
It'll-
Army's
it's
provisional
overlooked, it's fine.
camps. Here we can organize our forces.
Before we go any further, I want all of you to really ask yourselves if you're certain you wish to join us. As expected,
Yep.
Flane has chosen to lead
Yeah.
our ranks.
Kind of the reason
When I saw
why
our
I
professor
didn't
running off,
bother to
I ran about
team
as
up
fast as
for
I
a
could
level
to
of
catch
flying,
up.
because I kind of knew we were going for
Caspar.
this.
Death
Yeah.
finds those who run without thinking.
Also,
Gave a
Caspar
thought to the
and what's his name?
My grandfather was
Not
the
Caspar.
leader of Bridget.
Catherine and
I hope for
what's
us
his,
to be
the
allies
brown
with
kid
the Empire.
won't join.
I will be
Sarah.
staying.
Yeah, Sarah.
Is
Yeah.
this a good idea?
But every
right
other
choice?
person I recruited will stay on my
Family
team,
is part of the Empire.
including the teachers.
And our professor is here.
Yeah.
You're
That's
fine
cool.
here with us, Bernie. Though it's true certain houses were against the
Wow,
Imperial
even the
princess.
teachers. That's interesting.
I assume you're referring to my family. I must believe that the conclusion I came to was the correct one.
But we're back in the
You
Empire
are the
through and through.
Emperor
We're
now.
back in Edelgard,
I am the only one left who is qualified to guide you at this point.
and we
I'm only
imprisoned
here
the
because I
Duke
know it
because
would
he
be
was a
troublesome
bastard.
to stand against you.
I'm not
And
just
now
here for
Ferdinand
you.
is the Duke.
I'm here to follow our dear professor.
Ministry Affairs.
Of course,
or Foreign
I don't
Affairs.
have any territory to
Yeah.
offer, so Hubie may not even want me here.
The greater our numbers, the better. Your reasons for being here are of no consequence.
I think I understand where you're coming from. But now, I wish to hear of your resolve. Like you, I have risen to meet my destiny.
And
I
I
cut
figured this is
and
interesting.
I will
Like
see
I will
it through to
explain
the end.
like my problems towards the end of the
Following
actual
me is akin
playthrough.
to pointing a sword at the goddess herself.
There's some
One
problems
misstep, and we
to the end of
fall
the
to our
playthrough,
ruin.
but
You have now witnessed the Archbishop's true self. She is a cruel beast.
Hey, she's actually a cool.
Those who rule this
I will
world
spoil
use
another
that
thing.
beast's power to
I think even in the
fabricate miracles.
church patch you have to fight
All
Rhea
to
because she
control
kind of goes
those
crazy.
who blindly believe in the goddess.
I'm not surprised.
They
Because
conceal
the
truth
dragon,
and force
the dragon
their
she's
lies
been
on the
suppressing.
nobility. They mercilessly annihilate
It's just
anyone
making
who
her go
defies
crazy.
them.
You have to put her down.
I know this because
Yeah.
I've lived it. After what you have seen, is there
But
any
also,
reason
well,
to
that
doubt?
she
JRPG
can survive
anime.
because
Cerberus
they patched it in
has
so you can
great
romance her.
influence and
Really
power.
wanted to.
Their
Couldn't romance her
control over
right,
in
the
the
lords of the
original
kingdom
post,
and the
original
alliance is
release
nearly
of this game.
absolute.
Yeah.
We are the only ones who can stop this indomitable enemy that has
But yeah,
plagued our
so-
world for ages. We fight
Edelgard
for humanity.
thinks that, you know, if
For
you take out
all
the
of
church,
Fodlan.
it's clearly being run by
If you
monsters
dare walk this path
and
with me,
dragons,
take your first step.
that the world will
It's
be better.
now or never.
Sure.
Thank you, my friends. We are the true face of the Empire.
Probably
and we
will.
triumph.
Not, but as long as you have faith, that'll go.
Other
was
events happen in other
incredible,
houses,
Lady
but I
Edelgard.
will not mention them.
Thank
I'll
you.
try not to mention them too much.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm relieved. They really chose to follow me. I was resolved
chose
to
to
move
follow
forward
me.
alone if I had to. But
Who
in my
choose
heart,
to follow
I hoped it
you?
wouldn't come
We
to
would
that.
just be fighting Empire
So long
goons
as
that
I am
only
here,
appear in
you
the
will never be
Empire,
alone.
and
Please do not forget
Edelgard and
that.
Hubert if we went the church route.
It would seem
Yeah.
that the professor also has a key role to play.
Well,
in
actually, technically,
You're
you fight the
right.
Empire at all routes, because
Now,
Empire
I
does
must
this
speak
regardless.
with our dear
Or
teacher.
Edelgard does this regardless.
Please, make preparations.
Okay.
The messenger should be here shortly.
this. Consider it
interesting.
done.
Hmm. But whether or not you decide to
Professor,
side with her
may I speak
is
with you?
entirely on you.
Yeah.
Of course.
I appreciate
Do I
it.
have any other option?
What's wrong? You
I'm
you
just
cast the first stone, you gotta deal with the
anxious.
consequences. And I'm here to
Feels
back
like
you
the
up.
weight of this burden is crushing me. At this very moment, on my orders, I'm starting a war. An army far larger than the one that attacked the Holy Tomb last month will soon be locked in battle. Long devised strategies are unfolding across Fodlan. Leaders are deciding their loyalties and preparing to fight. So many generals and soldiers will die. It's inevitable that civilians will get caught up in the chaos as well. There will be countless
man.
casualties. With a single
Or tell.
command,
I mean,
the
you wanted to
flames of
start it.
war will
You
rage
gotta
across
live
all
with that.
corners of this realm.
Gotta live
She's
with
going
those.
on about.
I am the one who is giving the
She's
order.
going on about this after like I just finished like 2 Suikoden games, having to deal with this outright. Oh
Yes,
yeah,
it
no.
is. There
I
is
get
no
it,
turning
Edelgard.
back.
You gotta just
No
live
matter
with it.
how much blood
Yeah.
flows at my feet,
War
I
sucks,
will
path
not
you chose.
relent. We must break the bonds
You only
that
go
the
forward.
depraved
You mean you
church
think
has
this is gonna be a
placed
better
on
place,
Fodlan.
right?
These sacrifices will allow us to create a future where we
Big
never
better
need
place is the only
sacrifice
one you
again.
can create.
It may seem contradictory.
Then again,
But
will
it's
you
the only
create a
way.
better place?
Listen to me.
It depends
I
on
made up my mind long
well, it depends on how I
Here I
lead
am,
with Edelgard.
seeking your approval.
Yeah.
Tell me the truth, my teacher. Are you happy with your decision to stay by my side? Unlike me, you can still walk away from all of this.
No, I cannot.
This path
No.
leads to
Freya
the death
literally
of the
threatened to rip up my
Archbishop and the
fucking heart.
servants of
No,
the
I
church.
cannot.
Can you live with that?
You are the lesser of 2 evils right now.
I chose I chose this
Never
path
thought-
too.
I'm sorry, it was a foolish question. I believe in you, Professor. And you believed in
It's
me.
alright,
With
Mitsuru.
that knowledge, I have the strength to keep fighting. Let's go. There's something I need to say to Hubert.
Your Majesty, the latest report indicates that our
Man,
main army
Mitsuru
is
has
advancing
accomplished
as
a
planned.
lot
Also,
Mhm.
the
Since
preparations
graduating
for
high
your
school.
manifesto are almost complete.
Right.
Going to military
We will be
academies,
distributing our
overthrowing
manifesto to
a
every
church.
lord within Fodlan. We will expose the dark side of the Church of Seros and the foul practices of the nobles from the kingdom and the Alliance. We will
Ooh.
force the people of Fodlan to open their eyes to
So
the
you just
truth
ruined out
and
everyone.
relinquish any remaining conviction to unite against the Empire.
Oh, who's next
Certain
on the
nobles
chopping
have
block?
already offered us their
Well,
support.
naturally, we're gonna have to fight the
Yes,
Holy
there
King of
are other
Fargus and
nobles who oppose the
the
church.
Lesser Alliance.
We will condemn those
They
who
go
deserve
against the Empire.
condemnation, and forgive those who deserve forgiveness. We have already purged some of the Imperial nobles who are morally rotten. My father among them. How
Wow, he killed his own father.
And soon we will invade and conquer Garrick Mach. Our main army has already departed the Imperial capital. They will arrive at the monastery in 2 weeks' time. There, we will join forces with them. As for us, I'd like your opinion on how we should be positioned within the army.
We are the Imperial Sword.
Your Majesty intends to fight alongside the Professor.
We are not the shield. We
In
will
that
fucking
case,
crush
we will
anyone
not
that come
be
against.
Only have to set up the emulator.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, there's way more viewers because
We're back.
So what certain
honor of our time at the Academy,
streamers do
How about we call ourselves
is
the
like,
Black
especially
Eagle
with
Strike
Pokemon.
Force?
I like it. The Black Eagle Strike Force. I love
Yeah.
it.
I'm so happy you
Like
feel
whatever
that
most
way.
recent Pokemon
I must
game that's
confess
getting
that
like
I've spent all
most
night
traction,
thinking
they'll
about
play using like that as the
I'll
game
leave
they're
it
playing.
to you to prepare the Black Eagle Strike Force
Because
for
it'll get more
departure.
traction usually, and like it'll be listed. So like Small Ant, for instance, will do like his Nuzlocke or like Pokemon challenge videos for like Red or whatever game he's playing, listed under like Sword and Shield at the time when that was still before Arceus came out.
Really?
Yeah. Like if you look at like the Pokemon's Arceus page,
The month will operate from temporary. This month you will operate from a temporary encampment, so the available functions are limited. You had
interesting.
You can head out the battlefield by approaching the temporal encampment and select into battle. All right. Well, let's talk to everyone.
Yeah.
See everyone's opinion of it.
Because yeah, like if you look at like typing and like
Hey,
looking
Bernie,
into
what's up?
Arceus,
Don't even get my own room here.
I'm finding like Pokemon Red, Pokemon White, Pokemon White 2,
But speaking of
the
home,
fucking ROM hack right
Cupid
here,
told me
Red.
something. He said my father was stripped of his title. I guess he did as he pleased and opposed Edelgard. Wait, does that mean my father's going to be home all the time now? On second thought, I think I'm fine right here.
We can put in prison if you want.
Teacher,
Barnett, how do you
Edelgard,
handle
what
holding
happened
this
to
up?
my father? He was dismissed as prime minister and is under house arrest in the imperial capital. He always was a greedy, arrogant man. Some would say that this is the fate he deserves. And yet I cannot help but feel indignant. After all his hard work for the Empire, to be disgraced like this. I am conflicted, Professor. I do not know what to do. As the next Duke Ire,
I mean,
should I follow Edelgard into battle?
Of course. I mean, don't be like your fucking don't be like your fucking dad who's a dickhead.
The Empire and Bridget were once
Exactly.
warring with each other. But now, I have made the decision to be fighting with the Empire. It is a choice of irony, I feel. But I am having no regrets.
Oh yeah.
My belief is
Petra
with you
just, I mean,
and with Edelgard.
we're teaming up with the next like Princess or Queen of Bridget. So we
Edelgard
automatically
became
have
emperor and raised an army, huh?
we automatically
Yeah.
have
She had it in her.
a foreign alliance.
I mean, yeah, of course, I knew she'd be emperor eventually, but the more I think about it, the more surprised I am. I wonder who's gonna win.
We will not
Thinking about
lose.
it makes me scared. We're fighting the Knights of Saros.
No, we fought them before.
I know you'll figure
They were
something
bitches.
out.
They were punk bitches. We kicked their asses.
Exactly.
What's the
Hey,
deal,
Bulbous.
pal? You don't want me here? Come on, have a heart. This side is where all the action is. Look, I'll level with you. I want to help that Edelgard gal achieve her goal. I mean it. If Her Majesty gets what she's after, my mother will... Forget it. Now's not the time. We've got to keep our heads in the game so we can win, yeah? Having Yuri on our side will help things. He's not
But after
someone you
stream,
want
we
to
should
have
probably
as an
go through
enemy.
and set that up.
Yeah.
So it's not for you. You don't have like a whole lot to
Most
set up. You
important
just need to
nobles in the Empire are known for taking
like
power
set
from
up the
previous
fucking
emperor,
program and everything.
My father included. I didn't think it possible that the Imperial Princess could ascend the throne so easily. However,
And
it
he just
seems
gotta
that both my father and
agree.
Caspars are supporting
Yeah.
Edelgard. Having both the Minister of Domestic Affairs and Minister of Military Affairs on your side gives you total control over the Empire's military and finances. You must have been making preparations for quite some time without anyone noticing.
I mean, this was. I mean, you could call it a
I
cute
could
coup
have gotten
one. I
dangerous
wouldn't call it a
fast.
coup.
If I stayed at the monastery, I would have had
Yeah,
to fight my father.
that's a
We
good
aren't
point.
especially close, but he's not an opponent I'd want to
Kind
face.
of a pseudo coup,
I'd
but
almost
not
rather
really.
fight
'Cause
a
you're not.
monster.
We're not yet overthrowing.
Anyway, it looks like he's going to be
I mean, we
leading the
ascended.
Western
I mean,
alliance.
Edelgard ascended it like properly.
I wonder if we'll wind up fighting.
Like, it was
Oh,
all-
you mean for
Who decided to fight for
her
the church?
empire? I thought we were going like a coup against the church.
Oh no, this is just
I
a
thought
straight up
that-
rebellion against
Yeah.
the ruling power over the church. It's a cat.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk about Ingrid.
I may return to Galatea territory,
and try to convince my father to join our cause. It's possible that... No. In my heart, I know that my father won't listen. Still, I must get him to see reason. That this is the only way to ensure our family's future.
I agree, Ingrid. Down for the cause?
Surely this is what the goddess
Yeah.
willed, isn't it?
Hey,
I
Mercedes.
feel she would not have wanted the Church of Saros
Totally
to
glad
become
you're
what
here.
it has.
Hey, Sylvain, what's up?
I've gone and done it now, huh? What would my old man say if he knew I'd sided with the Empire? His Highness must be angry. Dimitri gets super scary when he's like that.
Kinda,
wonder how I'm
the
going to
rain's kind
die.
of scary.
Ugh, my knees turn to jelly just thinking about it. No, I can't think that way. I promise to fight alongside you. I'm here until the end. Listen to me. I'm terrified, but I feel so calm.
Dude, you getting nerve, my dude.
Yeah.
I've decided to ally myself
Happens
with
to
Lady
the best of us,
Edelgard.
man.
Father will doubtless understand my reasoning. House Gloucester has always had good intentions in its dealings with the Empire. Of course, this does mean I will no longer be able to avoid a confrontation with Claude. It is unfortunate. We were classmates after all.
Yeah, it is what it is. Let's see who else we can talk to. We got new faces, but we'll save them for last.
Professor.
Fuck Ash.
I can't bring myself to trust the Church of Saros. Not after they killed Lenato and my brother. I need to know the truth, even if it means
Yeah, Ash has
turning
any
my
more
weapon
reason
on Fargus.
other. The
I
side
guess
with the
Lenato
Empire,
would be
especially
happy to
since
hear
what
me
Church
say
did.
that, if he were still around.
Let's see. Big nuts.
To think things would come to this. Even a few months ago, I never could have imagined it. I believe in you, Professor. So I'm steeling myself. I can't promise that I'll be useful in battle, but I'm not running away from the fight.
Good on you, Ignuts. Good on you. Hey, Leonie, what's up?
So, you've turned against the Church to ally with the Empire too, huh? I've never pressed him for details, but Captain Geralt was always suspicious of Lady Rhea, wasn't he? I'm on your side no matter what. I promised him I'd support you, and that's what I plan to do.
That's so.
Other people we got.
With the Empire taking over Garreg Mach, I wonder what will happen to Abyss. Some people have spent their whole lives there. For their sake, I hope Abyss doesn't get trampled into ruin.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I promise to protect them.
You should try talking about it with Eddie. I mean, Her Majesty. She might listen to you. Also, this is less important.
Call her Eddie, that's
but if
fucking
somebody
adorable.
trashes my room, I'm gonna be mad.
I knew nothing of Lady Edelgard's past or of her innermost feelings, but I know now. I persuaded her to tell all. It would have been rude to hound her relentlessly until she revealed herself. Yes, then that's certainly not what I did.
It is not up to Her Majesty to bring the students to our cause. That task falls to you. Those who have forsaken their homelands to join the Empire will be feeling vulnerable. You are uniquely able to provide emotional support. Please use that gift to guide others down the path that Lady Edelgard
I mean,
has
I
laid
did. I
before us.
tried. But
I ask
my
you to
stats were
do
too low.
this from the
Beat
bottom
everyone.
of my heart.
Yeah.
Not as many people as I could.
Surprised that I'm here, are you? I know a winning side when I see it. I mean, there's no way I'd risk my neck and my people by willfully joining a losing battle.
I don't care for him.
We'll see how this all shakes out. Well, depends on how we, and you, fight. Regardless of who comes after us, even if it's the Knights, we've got you on our side, so it'll all be fine.
Actually, check the roster real fast.
Oh,
I
we're
might have
done.
lied about everyone joining.
Uh-oh.
At least right now.
Yeah.
They're still all on my side. They're just not here at the moment.
Probably off sleeping somewhere.
Who else? Edelgard can wait.
Fuck, I'm gassy right now.
Yes, I'm Randolph von Burgleys.
Excuse me.
I'm not very high in the ranks yet, but I'm more or less a general. Just like Caspar, I'm from House Burgleys. My mother married into House Burgleys after I was born, so My position within the family is rather lowly, but I'm determined to make something of
Yeah,
myself
he's,
in this battle to bring glory
stepbrother.
to my part of the family, for the sake of my mother and sister.
I believe that this is the first time we have met. My name is Ladislava. I have the great honor of leading Lady Edelgard's personal guard.
You have to fight these two if
Her Majesty
we
is
were
as
against
hard on
Edelgard,
others as she is
preparing
on
his
herself.
church.
She may seem composed,
That'd be
but it is
tone.
only because she conceals her
I don't know
more
what it is about her.
passionate
I wouldn't want
emotions.
to fight her.
For that reason, she is
Like her
often
eyes.
misunderstood.
Eye color is very
But
nice.
now she has you by her side. I find that most reassuring. I look forward to working with you.
All right. Is anyone else I need to talk to?
Professor.
There was more people. Guess we're just talking to.
We will join
Edelgard.
forces with the main army and
Yeah.
attack Garrigmok. It's a fortress built on steep ground, but it's never seen battle. That means we don't know much about it from a military perspective. But if we use all of the power at our disposal, we will capture it.
Have to
From
try.
a purely mathematical standpoint, we most certainly have the power to win. If the battle becomes
Yeah,
a
I'm
clash
the
of beasts
turning
within
tide. I
human
always am.
strength,
Yeah.
you will be our only hope. I believe in you. I'm relying on you to lead the Black Eagle Strike Force to victory.
Got it.
Yes.
Good doctor right now.
Right.
See,
What do you require?
Everyone's battalion.
Farewell. What do you
Let's see if we
require?
can hire better battalions. Gerald will always be mine.
Yeah.
Oh, guard. Guard. Is it better than Supreme Knights? No, it's not. What about Hubert? Good and magic users, glass, blaze, ground, lands, solve.
Oh my god, I'm a fucking genius.
God, genius. Nothing to really give. What would you? Nah. Oh, maybe. Wall. Damn. I wish my authority was higher. You only get Dean up. But
Yeah.
I want them to be corresponded with their abilities.
Yeah. What do you need it to be?
Oh, sniper. I can get sniper.
Do you want to hire this battalion?
We'll protect you.
I just want better battalions, just outright.
Ah, yeah.
But most of them are just D plus and shit like that. Yeah, and most of them, these are just E's.
Yeah.
Battalion. Oh, you already have a battalion. Daryl's archers. Your archer, are they better? Oh, they are worse. All right.
Farewell.
Well, let's. You know what we can then do? We can repair some shit at the blacksmith.
Hey there.
Remember that bow? The rusted
Yeah,
bow we
the
had?
rusted one?
Yeah. Wait, can I repair? Oh no, forge. That's what it is. Oh, I have the instant, sufficient professor level. Oh, that sucks.
Repair it?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's probably like a brave or a
Is this it? There you go.
legendary weapon.
Yeah.
Repair arm. Have middle guard
Is this it?
weapons.
There you go.
Repaired.
Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go.
God. the big one. We gotta be ready.
Are we already to like the final battles?
I wouldn't say that. But this is a big battle that's about to happen, right?
Yeah.
Everyone seems to be good, raring to go.
Come back anytime.
Right? I'll support. What to be? Why not?
Ugh, I'm so sick of it all.
We're back in the church. Don't question it.
There is so much to be done,
That
yet
was
all
fast.
I encounter are new problems and pitfalls. Ugh, sometimes I wish I could spend just one day doing
We learned
absolutely
Hubie's
nothing
instant
and
transmission.
gorging myself on sweets.
Let's do that.
Do you mean it? Just the thought makes me happy, but Hubert would never allow it.
That's too bad.
Indeed. It may not be possible
Excuse me.
now, but one day we will know the joys of idling. Mark my words. Is that a smirk I spy? Is it so amusing to you, me daydreaming of free time?
Misunderstand me.
Your silly grin says otherwise. But let's put all that aside for now. There is something I've been meaning to tell you. I'm afraid this might sound a bit sentimental. However, I want to thank you. Because of you, I feel I can walk my fated path without losing myself. If I were alone, I might have lost perspective and become a harsh leader with a heart of ice. But I'm not alone. With you by my side, I'm somehow free to be not only a leader, but simply Edelgard.
Simply Edelgard. I'm glad.
Until now, no one has been able to surpass me,
That's the new
much less
fashion
command
brand
me.
from the Empire. Simply Edelgard.
I have always been seen as an untouchable princess or
Maybe she's
emperor.
born with it.
No
Maybe
one
it's
spoke
Edelgard.
to me as an equal or met my gaze without flinching. It was lonely, terribly lonely. The only person I could rely on as I tried to claw my way out of the darkness was myself. But you have been a brilliant light. Somehow you have chased the darkness away. And for that, I will always be grateful.
Oh, that's great. Now I can finally move Linhard's up.
I can't believe it. How can I show my face to Lady Edelgard after this?
That's what you get, Hubert. If you rested like me, you wouldn't collapse from exhaustion.
As much as it pains me to say it.
Actually, we probably could have gotten his up, but he was like gone
But to
for like
be
a
looked after
entire month.
by you of all people.
He was off
That
doing
might
his
be
own
the worst
thing.
part of this. I don't know how to
Yeah,
feel.
he was
to be
preparing the
honest.
war.
So
Yeah.
for now, let's pretend I thanked you.
Oh, come now. Even I wouldn't abandon someone who collapsed.
You would have in a heartbeat if anyone else had been around.
Ah, yes. Quite accurate, Hubert. Why would I ever bother to be a decent person if there were anyone else I could foist the duty upon? If your situation turned bad, it would have been an absolute hassle. I could never just leave you there.
If that were the sort of man you truly were, we could never be friends.
But if we weren't friends, I probably would have just left you.
Shame you're so reluctant to do any real work. You're actually pretty good at this. Made sure I was comfortable, checked carefully for injuries, even carried me here yourself. If only you'd apply that knowledge of yours so proactively and thoroughly all the time, you'd be a tremendous asset to the Empire.
There you go again. I see no problem with staying just the way I am. But think of
Yeah,
it this
Linhard's
way. In an
the
anthill,
good guy.
20% of the ants
Yeah.
are asleep at any given time. And it's not because they're lazy. Far from it. When the working ants become tired, they go to sleep and the others wake up. That's me. I'm the ant who rests so I can work later when other people are tired.
Maybe that's true. But even if it is, it's still just a fancy way to say you let others do all the work. Consider me unconvinced.
I'll consider you a bother and leave it at that. You and Edelgard work far too hard. I mean it. Take a break now and then. If you both collapsed, I think it'd be too much effort for me to bother with. Get some rest, Hubert. Not as much as me, of course.
Fine.
That was great.
Yeah. Good.
All right. Yeah, we can't do it. Oh, we can do. I guess we can do some mirror. Want to do some mirror real fast?
Sure. Might as well.
What is it, Hubert?
Nothing in particular. I was just recalling your impressive skill with the bow. I'm willing to bet you could put an arrow through the neck of an enemy general from quite a distance. In fact, to any leader's bodyguard, I would go so far as to say you pose the most dangerous kind of threat.
Don't worry your fragile little self. Your lady princess is safe. I wouldn't shoot my employer.
I would certainly hope not. But there are some mercenaries to whom a contract means little. And you would do well to remember that Lady Edelgard is no mere princess.
Yeah, she's
you
a
should
queen.
take care to learn the proper form of dress for your employer.
I said lady. I already told you. I'm not going to break the princess's contract.
What did I just say?
Proper address. Right. Next time.
My patience has limits, you know. For the moment, you may stand in Lady Edelgard's good graces, but if you become a problem,
Hubert's always just
I
being
will not
Hubert. He's always
hesitate
embraced
to
it, but he
eliminate
becomes a
you.
big softy towards the end.
You're unstable, Hubert. Be careful.
You're
what you
unstable.
threaten. I don't take kindly to those who get in the way of my contracts.
Is that a threat?
Just some advice.
Alright. Oh, let's save and let's get this battle. Start this battle, baby. Battle of Germark.
Oh boy.
Outset of power through, right?
Yeah.
Or, I think that's the name of the chapter. That outset of power or something. Outset of a power struggle.
Yeah.
Makes more sense than outset of power through.
We will soon arrive at Garrigmog Monastery.
Ugh,
Forcing
fuck.
a surrender
Oh my
here
God.
is extremely significant, both strategically and symbolically. Of course, this is personal as well. This is where we all came together to learn and grow. I have no intention of yielding to our former classmates, so I ask that you prepare yourselves for anything.
I'm not thinking about friends right now, and I'm certainly not prepared.
Damn it, don't go around saying things that lower morale before we even get started. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's fight.
I have nothing to lose aside from my friends who are here with me. Does that answer satisfy you?
I have been ready for this since leaving my land of home. I will fight and win.
How can you prepare to fight? Maybe I can prepare to prepare.
There is no reason that I should not be prepared. It is my duty to stand up and battle.
Thank you all. Now, let's talk strategy.
And Hubert will be our
As the raiding force, we will attack
what,
the
like
area
guide, I guess?
nearest to the monastery.
Teacherist.
Yeah.
The Knights of Saros certainly won't stand down
Well, yeah,
after they catch
strategist.
sight of Her Majesty and the Professor. At the same time, the remaining areas will be surrounded and annihilated by the main army. In other words, we are the decoy that must suppress the enemy's most elite soldiers.
We know more about the area near the monastery than anyone else in the Imperial Army. Still, we must prepare for the worst.
At the
It's
Mayo-
possible we will
Mayo
have to face
commercial.
the Archbishop's true
Really
form,
don't like Mayo.
the Immaculate One. Fight
I like
with
Mayo.
all you have, but
I
don't be
don't.
reckless. As
I don't like how
promised,
oily it
I will
is.
leave
I
the
much rather.
command to our
If I'm gonna
professor.
cook with it, I much rather use actual olive oil.
Yeah.
We will. I will protect you all.
Not only will we all survive,
Like a nice thin layer of
we will
mayo on a
undoubtedly
BLT or a
emerge
burger.
This will be our first
Like-
battle as the Black Eagle
guess, like,
Strike Force.
This
All
text
the
style
more
just replacing
reason to prevail.
Mayo. Mayo with barbecue sauce, like Texas style BLTs, I guess.
I've never tried that, but now I want to.
It's nice.
Wish we had bacon.
Nice applewood smoked bacon, lettuce, some
Yeah.
mayo, a little bit of barbecue sauce on the bread. Nice cheese, maybe pepper jack.
Yeah.
A little bit tangy. Delicious.
That does sound really good.
I know how to make
Speaking of
sandwiches.
barbecue for
That's know how to make pizzas.
yeah.
Make a lot of food.
My parents went on to go camping at my aunt's over the weekend. And I didn't feel like going, so I stayed home. And I got hungry at like 10, 11ish. I was looking to see what we had in the freezer. We had some meatballs and we had taquitos, so I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm making meatballs and taquitos. I've been in the mood for barbecued meatballs for like the last 2 months. I cooked those up, threw them in a bowl, smothered them in barbecue sauce, shook the bowl around, and got a nice even coating of barbecue sauce on them, and fuck,
Sounds
those were good.
delicious. Alright, who's on our unit? Eloise. Move these two. We normally do. Oh, good. Like half. I'll get half.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Map. Everything seems to be good. Yeah. Let's just go.
Yeah. Pretty straightforward.
Defeat all
Friends,
the generals.
our opportunity for victory will come. But first, we must see to our defenses.
The city's defenders are trying to stall for time. We must crush them swiftly. We should be wary of ambushes as well.
Vladislava is being pushed on the left flank. We must push back with equal force.
All right.
Put me in there.
Gaspar. Go there.
I will get the victory.
And you go there with Petra. Linhard, you're with me. Runt.
Stay focused.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom and get some water. I'll be right back.
Alright. I can probably draw a little bit of fire with X.
As you wish.
To work.
Mirror.
Oh no.
Where did I go over
That's
here?
my cue.
Yeah. I think
I
me,
will prevail.
Ferdinand, and
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Edelgard should be able to deal with this. Damn.
No hesitation. Should I have held back?
Nice.
That is that.
I'm always one for carving path.
Now! Hidden soldiers, attack!
That's fine.
This is nothing.
Raphael, you gotta be more careful, my dude.
Appreciate it.
You. Attack.
Just what we need. I knew Her Majesty's allies would help us out.
Steel
My
sword.
heart is full of victory.
Hope you take out that guy. Go archery, you
No one
bitch.
gets to cast me.
All right.
Witness my power.
Okay. Nice.
You fought well.
You're nothing.
Hey. Yeah.
Failure is not an option.
How's the battle going?
Pretty good.
As expected.
As you can see, we're taking out anyone that gets in our way.
Good.
Oh, damn. Heal this dude. Gotta keep going with this dude. Who needs... Oh, Heidelberg needs to heal. What? I can heal it. You know what? I have a better healer.
Yeah, it's probably a better idea. He would definitely heal more.
Make sure he survives the next encounter.
Yeah.
Right.
The mark of nobility. Great.
Yeah, fuck, I got pretzels stuck in my teeth.
Do a steel axe. No, because that guy's gonna come, and we're probably gonna have get shot down. But we could have Edelgard draw ire. Have her get a killer axe. Oh damn! Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
And you heal.
What I'm gonna eat after stream. Might have some ravioli.
Give me the pommeoli.
Another one down.
Also
Nice.
saw we had a fucking box of cocoa pebbles up on top of the fridge. Might have a bowl of that.
Are you a fan of the Coke? Of the cocoa?
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's maybe. Try to. Weapon. I need to get closer. There's no way I'm going to be able to take that shot.
Also have hot dogs, like ramen. There's a lot I could choose from. I don't know what else. I don't know what's calling to me right now.
Hey, check out.
Drop that.
Maybe you shouldn't have came in like that a little bit. I probably should just end you.
Yeah.
Or
not.
Gonna try to attack. Don't try to attack. Fight. They do this.
Right makes might, right?
Attack me. You guys That's fine. For you. I want her to kind of live, but at the same time, it's like make it really difficult to live.
Yeah.
Can't really move forward, so hide in bush. Kind of want the main support units to live.
You shall not pass! I will protect Garrick Mock!
Yeah, she would have fucking ended. Nice.
Also, I can't believe Flame grabbed the sword in the round.
Yeah, you got it, didn't you?
Yeah. It did the whole fucking shebang. Yelled, "You shall
you
not
must
pass," and
die
fucking
here.
launched
You
magic.
should never have defied.
Oh, oh, it's missed. Cool.
That was lucky.
That was lucky. That was lucky, real.
Well. Acceptable casualty.
Hey, Flame.
Later, Flame.
Must protect Garrick Mock. I must protect everyone.
Not today, bitch.
Retreat while you still can, Flame.
Welcome in the
I
day.
beg you.
Understood. Stay safe,
Hey, Death Knight.
We will lend the Empire strength.
Oh.
Don't worry, we're allies now. I understand you must have many questions, but they'll have to wait until after the battle.
Alright, well, that's the case. Hey, dick ass.
Dick ass.
Where is it? The hammer.
Stop. Damn it.
That's fine. Does Ferdinand? Wow, really, huh? Good combat art. Maybe that was a bad choice.
Potentially.
I will get the victory.
Combat art. Curve shot.
Flame spirit, protect me.
I will prevail.
Put me in there. No one makes it past me.
Apologies for the trouble, Your Majesty.
Have it seems he attacked me.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
That would be probably the most ideal.
As you wish.
Yeah.
To work.
Here,
That's my cue.
here.
Battle.
I don't think you'll. Yeah, you won't. Yeah, she'll probably. Well, she will retreat from battle. I don't think she'll die.
Stay focused.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just. Oh, setup's gonna just go aggro if I go any further. Let's leave that
Yeah.
there. What else? Besides me? Kind of, no. Let's go over here.
The wall good. At least in somewhat safety.
Yeah. Don't worry, Death Knight, I got you back. Or, you know, do that.
Good job. Kick ass, eat.
Oh, that guy didn't kick ass.
He did not. He sucked ass instead.
Wow, I ain't surprised. I guess I'll just have the main character come up.
Yeah.
Have Ferdinand, not Ferdinand, Casper heal himself. Ferdinand can go with the other side. Yeah, I guess we're just doing this. Hey, asshole! Yeah!
You worked hard for nothing.
Oh no.
He did.
This feeling kind of hairy, but I think we got it.
It could have been hairier.
Yeah.
Could have been like a Harrier jet.
Very true.
Hey, asshole.
If you side with the Empire, if you turn your sword on the Church and on the Kingdom, I care not who you are. I will end you just...
Now's our chance.
You can try. Oh, I'm being ended. Ranking fire. Yeah,
I'm here to help.
Sure.
We won't hold back.
My man.
Glad you didn't miss with your fucking powder kegs that time there.
You will survive this hardship. Just hold on.
Care about that?
No,
That is
won't.
positive. I don't think that's really true. Call me skeptical. I think we're ready to go in for the kill. At least for set it.
Yeah.
Let's heal the Death Knight. The weird thing I didn't think I would say today. Yeah, Death Knight will draw aggro.
Weird,
I will show no mercy to anyone
it's a
who
weird
attacks
set of
Rhea.
circumstances around it.
Holy shit.
Oh. Yo.
This is his worst
Witness
position
Bridget
because he's a magic user and there's Bowman.
Yeah.
You can't really do shit about it. So his sacrifice was needed for a quick second.
Yeah.
Because now
that
we
guy
can do
get rocked.
going as 1-8. 10. Hey!
Nice. Oh. Goodbye, Sada.
I cannot yield.
You tried, you failed, you died. Aurea.
Seteth, Flame, Gilbert, you put your lives on the line to protect us. I would have preferred to have more time to prepare, but we cannot delay any longer. Come forth. Protect Garreg Mach Monastery from those despicable rebels.
Hmm.
I'll crush them all.
Yeah.
Her enemies are my enemies.
Hey, weakling.
Oh, they wanna throw down, huh? Okay. Fine by me.
Throw down, I'll show you throw down. Yeah.
Gilbert might have a little bit of problems, but whatever.
Appreciate it.
McCaffrey can try, but against Sword Creator and Thunderbrand, the Sword Creator's gonna win.
Yeah.
And Ferdinand can just go right here. I think that's... oh, yeah. I'll assist Hubert.
Yeah. Probably a good idea.
Oh, damn. Ooh. Alright, let's... blind.
That's not how that happened.
Yeah, we got 12 Divine Pulses. We're good. There's Hubert.
As you wish.
And really,
That's my cue.
you can do this.
Yeah.
This.
Battle.
And you will go after. Who you go after? Okay. I think she should survive. Not.
Yeah.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Guess
I will
blind.
get the victory. Stay focused.
Heal. I'll get my
I
fate,
will prevail.
fade up and do a little bit of healing.
Put me in there.
The best healer in the world, but I can do a little bit of healing. A little bit of healing.
Yeah. I watched that video on the Eternal Punishment translation. And a small piece of me wishes it would have came out.
Nice. I was hoping for.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I really like the work, or no, that was an official translation. Never mind. I don't know where never mind, it's fine. I'm wondering if, the Walker Productions translation would have been more on par with what, Innocent Sin was, but then I remembered that was an official translation. So never fucking mind. It doesn't matter at that point. Because,
get the right sword out.
I'm stupid.
Yeah, let me get the right sword out. Yeah. I thought Casper seemed like an easy target, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they'll go after me. I guess they really want me dead.
Look, there's nothing egregious, I assume there's nothing as egregious as some of the, translations that happened in, Revelations.
Winning's always nice.
I mean, you saw the video, right? They explain, like,
Yeah.
some of the things in there.
Oh no.
Seems like a pretty legit translation so far.
Well, it's just a rip of,
I trusted you. Lady Rhea trusted
the English
you. I won't
translation
let you
from the
live after
PS1
what
version.
you've done. Predictable.
We can try.
Is that all?
Oh wow.
Oh, shit. Talk shit, get hit. And you talk shit and then got fucking rocked.
Don't worry. We can rebuild.
I am.
For
Careful.
example, I can do this.
Yeah.
I can do this.
And a crit. Holy fuck,
Lady
almost
Rhea,
200 damage.
I'm
Nice.
sorry.
All is well, Catherine. You must not die here.
And what were you saying about getting my shit rocked?
Fair enough.
What a jump.
I know, right?
Prove me wrong.
He'll draw fire.
Yeah, not worth it.
He'll just draw a little bit of fire. That'll be fine. Me, I need to stay in the back. Me and Samir both need to deal with this.
Yeah.
I gotta kill you.
Too slow.
I mean, you don't gotta.
What? You're gonna kill me.
To work.
You're right, and I need to kill you. Oh, come on. You're better. Come on. Hmm?
About,
this.
I gotta
you're
kill
also
you.
on the iron bow. I don't know if that
Fine.
made a difference.
Lady Rhea,
Oh my god.
I couldn't fight hard enough.
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
See,
kid.
Your sacrifice will not be in vain.
As you wish.
Sorry,
It probably will be.
You just
That's my
suck
cue.
shit.
Oh no.
That's fine. They'll come after me.
Battle.
Can't really use the middle.
Yeah. Harold, that's what happens when you act as Ray as whipping boy.
Hey, miss. A little bit of fire, whatever. Oh, those would have been teachers, by the way.
Oh.
So that would have been,
I will prevail.
Put me in there.
Beat the fuck out of her.
No one makes it past me.
The good thing we
Careful now.
brought like almost the entire staff with us.
Yeah. Good thing indeed.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
You sort of that.
I will
20
get the
bucks.
victory.
A Fatal Guard come in. Can we attack anyone? It's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, guy. Whoa, you were in a bad position.
Hardly worth my time.
The man was probably 2 days from retirement. You just murdered him. Gonna go on vacation tomorrow.
5 or A plus.
Yes.
Come after me, all you want.
Shit.
Yeah. Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
Dodge, bitch. God, you all don't know what the fuck to do.
They don't. They're just like, we will go that way. Oh, now we're going this way.
Let's trade. Or let's go to caravan. Put you away and get one of these.
Stay focused.
Yeah, Ray, you want to end this? We can end this. I can get my one shot.
Yeah.
I can get my one shot in, and that's enough for me.
That's all you need. You're the one punch man. One punch woman.
I think we're gonna move up a little bit. They'll be dealing with this shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take out the golems. Fuck that.
Yeah,
You know
that
what I
seems
can
like
do?
a waste of time.
Damn. Not in range. I wasn't hit rare with a meteor.
That'd been fucking hilarious.
Miss.
Just miss, chock fuck.
Fine.
You didn't
I'm gonna
give it
say,
your all.
do you think that was a good idea, sir? Really?
Could have been better.
Come on,
I
Ray.
mean, really? Who throws a shoe?
But we can do this.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't really like you using those both. Use that magic on me.
Really annoying. I'm gonna kill you now.
Next turn, I should be able to use meteor. The hell's gonna hit?
Wait.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, if she can't move, then fuck it. Gotta die. Nice.
This was beneath me.
I'm dead.
I got a blessed bow.
Oh, bless. Oh.
Let's just use regular attack.
That is
Get my
that.
health up a little bit.
Another.
Have an Ada guard come in, back up.
Yeah.
Let's have everyone come in for backup. The golems aren't gonna be able to attack me. Well, I can't use a meteor next turn.
This is gonna be funny.
Hey, right. Oh, wow. She can.
Oh.
Fucking counter, huh?
Never mind.
Alright. Well, if that's the case, if she can counter. Let's see where she's at. Let's do what we did with Solon.
Yeah.
Stay right out of her range. Let's get ready to fuck her up.
I love doing that for bosses in these games that don't move, because I was doing that a lot in...
So you cut out what?
I like bosses that don't move like that. So I was doing that a lot in Shadow Dragon, where like, I'd have a boss and I'd know its range. I knew it was gonna move, so I just fucking encircled it and just beat the shit out of him. Very satisfying.
Those golems aren't coming up. I might as well just drag everyone out. Fuck it.
Yeah, everyone's gonna fucking hit him.
It'll be like the anime fight. Yeah, look at this. This is ridiculous. Get everyone in position. Hold on.
Yeah, there you go.
Here. Ain't gonna be any escape. Ah.
Beautiful.
We might come up and help. I'm not entirely sure. I got a gambit. It's 50-50, but
no
fuck it.
matter your reasons, I cannot permit you to go on living any
Better
longer.
than getting fucking
feeling
slaughtered
is
from a
mutual.
counterattack.
I must put a stop to your reign of tyranny.
Naturally.
You must know what a fool you are. The greatest of sins is to make an enemy of the goddess herself.
I have only
I
made
have
an
like the
enemy
goddess
of the church,
in me.
not of the faith. Got it.
Hey, look!
Nice.
50-50, come on. Ah.
Aww.
Well, we got this. Gambit. Oh, damn. Hit it. Whoa! Bernie can take a hit.
So you have sullied yourself
Yeah.
by joining the rebels? I hope you came prepared to breathe your last.
That's
Good job,
fine.
B.
That's awesome.
Oh, damn. Oh. Ooh.
Damn.
Both missed. Holy shit.
She's crafty. Perfect shot. You know what? Restart this entire fight.
Yeah.
Stay focused.
Hey, dodge this, bitch.
How dare you betray me, you worthless piece of garbage! I will punish you myself! Let this
Go
be
right
a
the
lesson.
fuck ahead. Oh, it's a crit. 168, baby.
That was fantastic. Tried, Rhea. Not hard enough.
Not hard to fucking
But there was effort.
I will not allow Garrick Mach or my mother to fall!
Did it.
Fuck yeah.
Baby, baby.
Oh shit.
You will not be forgiven!
Professor, look out!
The castle is crumbling! We must escape! Professor, take cover!
Professor!
Red's gonna freak the fuck out of the dragon.
Yeah.
It's hot.
In Imperial Year 1181, the new Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresvelg, led a strategic assault against the monastery at Garreg Mach. Though her own losses were great, her foes had no choice but to surrender.
Man, it's been a while since I've had this
Archbishop
fucking
Rhea
exposition
commanded the
while
Knights of
looking at a
Saros,
map.
leading from the front lines against the Imperial army. After a hard-fought battle,
The
she was
last
forced
game
to
to do
retreat
this
to
at me was
Ferdiad,
fucking
the
Final
capital
Fantasy
of
12.
Fargus, where she must now plan her next move. With
we had
this
to deal with
single attack,
the Holy Kingdom of
Adrestian
Fargus.
Empire officially launched its offensive
Yeah.
against the Holy Kingdom of Fargus
Fargus
and
is
the
gonna
Leicester
fall.
Alliance. The unification of Fodlan.
Or
has
we could
begun.
ask nicely. Hey, you wanna
After
join
this, I don't think they. Well, Fargus is never gonna join us. Lions, maybe.
Yeah. Wanna join us? You got a Death Knight. He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Ethereal Moon.
We're now in
Beyond
Crimson
escape.
Flower.
Yeah.
It is Imperial Year 1185. Half a decade has passed since Emperor Edelgard ascended the Imperial throne, yet the continent of Fodlan still remains lost in a tempest of turmoil and bloodshed. In the Holy Kingdom of
I guess people didn't
Fargus,
really like that.
King Dimitri has welcomed Archbishop Rhea and her knights, who were driven out of Garreg Mach to the kingdom capital. As they work to build a unified front, the war with the Empire rages on to the west. Meanwhile, Claude, leader of the Alliance, staves off Imperial intervention by strategically stirring up conflicts between Leicester lords in an effort to feign neutrality.
Yeah.
As events unfold, Edelgard and her Black Eagle strike force begin to take action in an
I
attempt
mean,
to break
the
the
Leicester
war's current
Lions
state
feigning
of deadlock.
neutrality is probably the best course of action.
Yeah.
They're not unified. They would be crushed by the Empire or Fargus, for that matter.
Yeah.
You.
Yep.
How long do you intend to sleep? Your body is awake. Your eyes must open now, and you must find the strength to stand upon those legs of yours. Like so much rain, a pool of
I thought
blood
you were
has
gone.
fallen to the ground.
Stop lecturing me.
As spears and arrows pierce
Yeah,
the earth,
come on.
it weeps in order to survive.
Instead of telling us to go to
They
sleep,
kill.
you're telling us to wake up. What
And
the fuck
so
you want
people
from
of
us?
this world are lost in an abyss of suffering. They weep as well. The only
Man,
one
I
who
am-
truly knows the nature of such things
I'm lost
is
in
I.
an abyss of suffering.
Or rather, you.
I'm still sleepy.
You are a complete and utter fool! Have you not changed one bit? Get on your feet. Right now. I'll coddle you no more. You are just like a child, always needing me to hold your hand.
Oh, yeah, look who's talking.
Are you awake?
Where am I?
We're in a village at the base of the monastery. What are you doing in a place like this? I honestly
died.
didn't expect to find someone floating away down the river. Garreg Mach is upstream of here, but that place was abandoned.
What do you mean?
Huh? You don't know? The Church of Saros isn't there anymore. Though there have been some folks still living there in the 5 years since... well, you know. Regardless, the Imperial Army has taken over now.
You're
Years.
telling us it's been 5 years?
Are you feeling all right? You didn't hit your
I
head or
guess.
anything, did you?
Yeah. I've just
Not
been in a coma
once.
for 5 years.
It's the ethereal moon of the year
It's
1185.
floating down a stream.
It's
Not
been
once
nearly
did
5
fucking
years since the
Edelgard
monastery
send to
fell.
see if I was alive. What the fuck? Fuck
Tomorrow
the
was supposed to
Empire.
be the Millennium Festival, but
Okay,
got
to be
time to
fair,
think of things like
in the
that.
commotion, there's a cutscene in the other ones they didn't show in this one clearly. Where there's commotion that happened, you fall into a crevasse. Tomorrow's the Millennium Festival. Just time to think about it like that. The Millennium Festival.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's
But
5 years, right?
the Archbishop's still missing it all.
So,
I doubt
yeah,
there's a
we're just
soul to be
presumed
found who
dead
has enough
then.
blessings worth counting.
Great.
Hey, slow down, will ya? Where do you think you're going?
The monastery.
Are you crazy? The Imperial Army is there. Come on, I
know.
promise I won't say you're a coward. Just forget about going anywhere near the monastery.
You obviously
Just
have no
remember, I tried
idea
to
who
stop
we
you.
are.
Got it? It's not on my conscience if you wind up dead.
My students are waiting for me.
Students? You really are crazy, aren't you? There aren't any kids anywhere near that place anymore.
Not too bad.
Unbelievable.
I'm sure the people that matter are going to be there.
5 years ago to the day, if things had continued on as they were, today would have been the Millennium Festival.
I like the fancy new
Halt!
getup you got there.
Who's there?
Hey, what's up?
It can't be. Professor? Is it really you? But
I was
searched
just
everywhere
allowed to
and never
walk in
found
and
a
walk
trace.
up behind Edelgard like this.
Teacher.
Yeah.
So literally
been
anyone else
doing
could
all
have just
this
walked
time?
up behind her
Where
like
have you
this and
been?
stabbed her in the goddamn back.
It happened in the other ones. I was sleeping. I was sleepy.
Joking? At a time like
What kind of
this?
fucking security
You
front do you have,
realize it's been
Edelgard?
5 years since you
Jesus.
disappeared.
You could have asked, hey, just patrol the perimeter. I'm just gonna sit here, waiting to be.
Any idea how guilty I felt? How broken my heart was? I searched high and
looked.
low after you vanished. Although there was no proof, I somehow knew you were alive. All this time, I led everyone as best I could, and fought with all my heart. It's been a difficult path to walk alone.
Sounds rough. Glad I was asleep.
Welcome back, my teacher. I'm so happy that you're safe. 5 years. Such a short time, but it feels like an eternity ago. Do you
It really
still
fucking does.
feel the way you did
I
all
feel
those
that.
years ago? You said then that you would fight at my side no matter how many enemies we should amass. As for
I said
me,
that?
my
I mean,
resolve has
sure.
not faltered. I'm
It was
determined
implied,
as ever
but-
to see
I
this
said
through
that.
to the
I
end.
mean, yeah.
I will defeat the false goddess. I will save this world from those creatures and give humanity its freedom back. So, my teacher, are you prepared to stand with me?
I am. Oh my god.
I thank you. Truly. Now then, I assume you understand the situation at hand, yes?
I really was asleep all this time.
Another
I do not know.
joke? Or are you telling the truth?
Yeah.
I suppose you must be.
What do we
that
joke
case,
about
I'll
that?
tell you all that has transpired as you slumber these past 5 years.
Edelgard has happened
And that
before.
is where we are now. The war is at a stalemate. Dimitri is the new king of Fargus. It's clear that his territory will continue
Dimitri?
to support
Yeah.
the church. Meanwhile, Claude's leadership has thrown the Alliance into chaos. He maintains neutrality in their internal conflict. The situation has created a deadlock. We've been awaiting an opportunity for our squadron to return to the monastery. With you in the fray, I believe the state of the war will shift immediately. The church, as well as the kingdom and the Alliance.
Yeah,
the
we gotta
time
take out the
has
kingdom.
come to
We
eliminate
gotta take
them
out
all.
Dimitri.
I never cared for him in the first place.
And they come to eliminate them all. The Church of
Reyes,
Sarah?
Seth, the Knights, and the others are in prime condition. They've set up their base within the kingdom capital. The Immaculate One and her family have yet to fight on the front lines. However, we must eventually face and defeat them. It would mean a great deal to have you with us when the time comes. Good. Well then, I believe it's time for a little reunion. The Black Eagle Strike Force never lost faith. They knew you were alive and have been awaiting your return. Let's not
Feels good
keep
to be
them
back
waiting
with the
any
Band of the
longer.
Hawk.
Yeah. I actually like this scene a lot in all the house choices because they all just
Yeah.
promise to meet back here. I mean, other than the guys that they never lost faith, but you usually just meet the leader just standing there, just in this area waiting. No matter how far gone they may or may not be, depending on who's the leader.
Yeah.
And everyone else just comes because they promise to meet there. It's heartwarming.
It is. It's nice.
Yuritsa will now work together with you. Remember Yuritsa, right?
Well, now.
Sure.
Definitely.
That face is certainly familiar.
Oh.
I am glad to
Okay.
see you alive and well, Professor.
Professor! It's me, Bernie!
I like all those
Do
looks.
you remember me?
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Is this a dream? Can we really be this lucky?
This is not dreaming. Our professor is with us again. Welcome to the back. I mean,
Welcome to the
welcome back.
Our group isn't the same without you. I am overjoyed to see you again.
It's been so long. Seeing you again fills my heart with hope.
Great. Now everything will be easy. That's great you're safe, Professor. I'm deeply, deeply moved.
Quite a reunion, isn't it, Professor? Everyone's happy to see you.
Come on, Edelgard. You must be happier than all of us combined.
I was
She
your
took
general.
it really hard when you disappeared, Professor.
Of course, we did our very best in your absence. And there was never a day that we doubted you would return to us.
Edelgard has been leading us as Emperor, but after you disappeared, it became apparent that you were her anchor.
It gives me regret to be admitting this, but our power is not enough. The only one who can be meeting Edelgard's expectations
I think
is you, Professor.
during the other
Most
routes,
impressive of
you
all is your
start in
uncanny
a battle.
ability to bring a smile to every
And they
face.
slowly appear in a battle.
In the years
Yeah.
since you vanished, we have not lost anyone from our ranks.
We all longed for your presence and your leadership, myself included.
It seems fitting to view this as a new beginning for the Black Eagle Strike Force. We already have our target.
Yes, we must eliminate the Alliance before moving on to fight the Kingdom and the Church. However, that doesn't necessarily mean we must occupy the entirety of the Alliance. House Rican stands against the Empire. Therefore, our target is Deirdre, the aquatic capital.
We must cross the Aramid River, which separates the Empire and the Alliance. To do that, we must
All
take
right.
the largest bridge across it. The Great Bridge of Myrden. Myrden connects the monastery and the Imperial capital to the east. It is the shortest route that...
An Alliance stronghold has been built at the Great Bridge. We'll take that and then head north. At the same time, we must defeat the one who defends it, Judith von Daphne. If we can also take control of Daphnel territory, it would be greatly beneficial to us. Prepare yourselves. The next battle will be a momentous one. Join me, my friends, as we begin our journey to
sounds like a
bring
plan.
peace and
I
solace
feel
to this
pumped.
war-ravaged world.
Yeah. Kick some ass.
Of course, we won't probably do it tonight. But
Of course not. It's like
you might
plenty
have a
after.
little time. You might have a little time to just look around. Yeah, let's go to let's pray at the church. Even though we kind of wrecked the church. Don't think too much about it.
They won't notice if one person doesn't sing, will...
Must I? Fine. But I will sing it solemnly.
A little bit exploring. Let's see over here. Like the old map again. Got a little bit of time, right?
No.
Hey,
You've
we
survived. How very
12:19, but yeah.
Were you dead? I
Let's have to go a
wouldn't be
little
able to
overtime.
fight you.
Yeah.
You are very much alive. Now I have a chance to kill you.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Feels
these,
like
are,
you're-
these are the things now. Drills. Any soldier and student I have, I just learn from them. Get my stats
Cool.
up instead of teachers.
Yeah.
Help a lot easier. But let's walk around. Let's see some familiar faces. Let's see who all stayed.
Edelgard is controlling the Empire. She is putting the pressure
I like
on
your
the
new
Kingdom and
I like your new
Alliance.
look.
Empire and religion are at open war. It will be difficult for us at first, but corrupt nobles are many. That means the common people will rebel and be joining our
Yeah,
side.
this is officially
With
part
you,
2
Professor,
of the game.
The battle tides will
Nice.
Will
Full
turn.
part is over. Now the
I have
warfare
certainty.
part. Now it feels like more of a traditional Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The all who survived.
Progress.
Hey, Ignatz. What's up?
I thought you might be at the monastery. That's why I made my way here. I decided to follow your path because I believed in you. Then you vanished. Now that you've returned, I have my guiding light
it's like
once
Avatar.
again. Welcome back, Professor.
I've got Ignatz. You got a new drip.
All right, I'm ready to fight. Let's do this.
Hey, Caspar.
I'm counting on
Leave it
you.
to me. I can take on the whole, most of the enemy's army. I know my limits now, Professor.
Probably good.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, you are surprisingly good for a physical user. Hey, is that Sylvain I see?
Hey, Professor. It's been a really long time, hasn't it? The
Oh,
last
better
5
hair.
years have been full of heartbreak. Not from girls, but friends and family becoming enemies. One of the things that kept me going was the hope you'd return. And now here you are. A lot has changed, but you're back. And it's the first time I can remember being happy in a while.
What else we got?
Indeed. House
Hey,
Gloucester
Lord.
will remain staunchly neutral in this war, even if we press into Alliance
Oh,
territory.
that's an interesting outfit.
My father is no threat to the Empire. Lady
yeah.
Edelgard surely
It
understands
looks a bit ridiculous.
The Great Bridge of
I like the
Murder,
middle roll
however,
that's
is
on his
another story.
his armor.
I hear it is held
Yeah.
by Judith of House Daphno. She is renowned for her military prowess. We would do well not to underestimate her.
Don't worry, I'll be fine. We'll be fine. Let's wander around. Let's see more people.
Hello.
Hello.
I missed that. Hey, look.
I have good friends in both the Alliance and Fargus.
Hey, Mercedes.
So this fighting weighs
like our
heavily
outfit.
on me.
It's like a little,
I
like
can't
a
bear the thought of
nun
battling the
slash
Knights of Saros to the death. I have to keep
like
my chin
orphan,
up, though,
not
right?
like a orphan caretaker.
Let's
You know what I
press on
mean?
Together, Professor.
Yeah.
Kind of gives off
Yeah,
that.
I get it.
The green house.
Yeah. Our plants are probably done by now.
Probably. It's in 5 years. Oh no, they did.
Aw.
Professor, oh my, it's so good to see you. These days, so many old friends seem to be disappearing, but
They
you,
shouldn't be. It's
you're
uncasual.
here. It's incredible to see you again after 5 years. I have a feeling your name will go down in history.
Exactly. Even if we defeat even if we defeat Ray and everything, like we'll still be alive. We don't have permadeath on.
Exactly. Rhea would be alive. We say, hey,
Sadith
what,
is
Rhea?
gonna live. Flame's gonna live.
Yep. Take these chickpeas and scavenge.
Really? There's unrest everywhere.
Like,
Oh, you haven't changed a bit.
All of my fellow merchants seem to be in danger.
Just
I
not.
hope things go back to normal soon. People need more to smile about, aside from my great deals. Hey,
Aside from my
how
great
about a
deal.
favor?
No, you know, I'm saying.
What a favor.
A moment, please.
Hey, Eloise. Sure. Huh?
At long last, we meet again. I knew you were alive. I knew you could survive. And 5 years on, you arrive. We're reunited. I'm glad I kept watch for you in the downstream villages all that time. I was so devoted to finding you that I left the Knights of Saros.
Oh.
Now I serve
I was
no
actually not expecting
other than
Eloise
you.
to partner
I'll
up with me.
protect you.
He seems like he's
Just
just
as
a
I
devout
promised
follower
Captain
of
Gerald I
the
would
church.
all those years ago.
Yeah.
But hey, you never know. You learn new things about the game every day. Look, Ingrid.
His Highness, the new king, is in the
I like that
process
little
of
outfit.
unifying the kingdom under his command.
cute.
His powerful army has joined forces with the Knights of Saros, who moved their seat to Fargus. And now they're presenting a united front against the Imperial army.
Get a little cape.
They're our greatest
Little cape,
enemy.
a little fur
Absolutely.
thing over it. You fight against your
I don't
homeland?
relish the idea, but there's no turning back now. For now, we should focus our efforts on the Alliance. The Kingdom and Church can come afterwards. Judith, who defends the Great Bridge of Murden, is a formidable opponent. We can't
I'm
afford
sure
to
we can
drop
take her.
our guard.
Let's see.
Kick her fucking ass.
I need a favor.
This out of the way, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, look, they survived.
Ah, a new face. I am Randolph von Bergles. I'm the guardian of this place.
And we met before.
Wait a moment. I'm sure I've seen you somewhere before.
Yeah, 5 years ago.
Yes. You're
Yeah.
Her Majesty's professor.
Got your ass kicked by
You're alive?
Wayne of all people.
Oh, this is my little sister, Fleisch. She's just a rookie, but she's helping me as my assistant.
Hello, I'm Fleisch von Bergleys. It's nice to meet you. I know I'm inexperienced, but I'm gonna do my best. You can count on me to look after my big brother.
I've heard you're planning to march into Alliance territory. I'll be here to guard the fort.
Good. That's good.
Sounds like a
That's
plan.
Positive. That's positive and well thought out.
Oh, excuse me.
Who's in the bricks? Hey, Shamir.
What's that look on your face? Surprised to see me? I'm a mercenary. Always have been. Even when I was with the Knights of Saros. I never was too attached to Fodlan. I was considering leaving soon, but I might change my mind if you're around.
Nice. I like your archery skills. They're really good.
Yeah.
Hey, Brody.
Leaving for battle? I heard it's a long march. But it's fine. I've had plenty of time to stay inside lately, so I think it's time I run out. Yeah, I can do this. No more Bernie Bear.
That's spirit.
Yes, but, please don't put me up front, okay?
You're an archer.
I'll try not to. Even though I do put a lot of my units up front, I'm not very strategic in placing them, but they do the work, and I heal them easily.
That is fair.
The last 5 years have been difficult at times.
They can fairly well
My
handle
relationship with
themselves.
Edelgard is rather contentious, due to the incident with my father. Nevertheless, I cannot abandon my family's duty. As Duke Eyre, I must play my part in the Imperial Army. Edelgard intends to abolish the nobility, but I know I can dissuade her from doing so.
He really wants that title.
Nothing wrong with abolishing it. Get the fuck out of here, Ferdinand.
He really wants that title, though.
Yeah.
He wants to be Prime Minister. Prime Minister. Da, da, da. Like Metal Gear. Not Metal. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3. Yeah. Hey, Manuela.
After the battle 5 years ago, the Imperial
You've
Army
not changed at
occupied
all.
Garreg Mach.
Yeah.
The cathedral and several other buildings were destroyed, but we've done some repair work here and there, and we're using the buildings as a base of operations.
At least he doesn't
As
crack.
for
I mean, he
me,
might be slob, but
well,
hey.
the church moved its headquarters to
Age don't crack
Fargus,
this one.
and I've seen no
Yeah.
reason to follow. When I returned to Enbar, I received a summons from Her Majesty, and I chose to answer.
Glad to have you.
Professor, since you came back, everyone's been smiling. Just you being here makes an
Well, an
incredible
archer.
difference.
I'm glad I made you an archer.
I can't express
think.
how
Yeah.
reassuring it is to see you.
I don't remember what I made him. But I assume he's an archer. Actually, let's see if we have enough renown to level up anything.
Need something? See you
Only
again
13.
soon.
No. Not at all.
Alright, let's
Big
go
oof.
upstairs.
Maybe.
Don't worry, we'll end this relatively fast.
No.
I just want to get a little housekeeping done before we end it. Because why not? It's
Yeah.
show off everyone's new look, show off the monastery. You know, it's a little bit old, a little beat up. No, get our toes a little bit wet in the new game, in part 2 of this game.
Yeah.
Hello.
Got Linhardt over
Professor,
here.
Linhardt.
Do you know how happy I was to hear you were still alive? I'll tell you how.
You happy?
For the past 2 days, I haven't had my morning or
Never
my
seen happy.
afternoon naps.
Oh, wow. You're taking naps every day?
Well, as long as we weren't marching. Can't sleep much then. But it's not for want of trying.
Hey, Anomon.
You finally joined us, have you? I attached myself to the Imperial Army as well. Seemed the thing to do. I feel I owe it to Edelgard to set my past feelings about the Empire aside.
Oh yeah, he hates
I
the
am
Empire.
happy to help her.
Yeah,
It's
we hated
strange,
it.
isn't it? After 5 years, the 3 professors are together once more. I am most curious, though. You say you were asleep for 5 whole years. Incredible.
Boy, am I
Perhaps
sore.
This is another effect of your
Yeah, no
crest.
shit.
I
Yeah,
do
I got a
look
bed
forward
sore you
to
wouldn't fucking
investigating you in
believe.
greater detail.
We can talk about it.
Wonderful news. I am most excited to begin. We must find the time, of course.
Let's go down here. Wonder who's over here.
Really?
Hey, Leone.
I'm so glad to see you're all right.
I like her
I
outfit
really
a lot.
regretted not being able to keep the
Yeah.
promise I made to my
I really
mentor.
like her outfit. Promise?
Captain Gerald told me that if anything should happen to him, then I should stick by you. I'm going to do just what he asked. I'll be right here to support you from now on.
That would have been real
Thank
awkward
you.
if I didn't recruit her.
Yeah.
There's another, aspect of the Fire Emblem that is going to be added later on. I've seen the first mission. You might be able to guess what?
I have no idea.
I will find out.
Professor.
Romance?
I'm sorry to have
Well,
dragged
yeah,
you into
but
the fight
something
again
else.
so
Baby
soon
making?
after our reunion.
No, not in this
But
one.
you appeared at a most opportune time. I'm truly humbled by your support, my teacher. Thank you.
You can count on
And
me.
so I will. I'm hoping your abilities from 5 years prior are still intact. Make sure you're ready to head out, okay?
Good, and finally, Hubert.
Allow me to brief you on the details of our situation. The Empire firmly controls the western portion of Fargus. However, the central and eastern regions continue to put up heavy resistance. The strongholds in these regions are Aryan Road, the fortress city, and Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. We cannot control Fargus until we have taken both of these cities. As for the Alliance, Houses Gloucester and Ordelia seem predisposed to capitulate to us. However, due to interference from Houses Regan and Goneril,
Yeah, I need to get up soon.
we have yet to secure their cooperation.
Yeah.
Claude obviously
I've been
hopes to
sitting
keep
for a
the
couple
Alliance
hours.
afloat
Falling
through
asleep.
diplomacy.
Yeah.
But because we have
Really
had to
uncomfortable.
focus our efforts against
Yeah.
the church
After
until
a
now,
couple hours.
our forces have yet to meet his. We have only recently begun to take the fight to Alliance territory.
I'm sure
I
we'll
have a
do it with
request
the
for
thing.
you.
Alright, is there any other place we talk? Any other person that we need to talk to? The answer is no. Alright. Well, we're not doing support today. Well, we are now in, look at the save, part 2 of this amazing game. Only 31 hours. That's
Ooh.
pretty nice. That's pretty cool. That's pretty poggers. Thank you for enjoying and watching, or hopefully enjoying and watching this playthrough up to this point, and we will continue more next week. Tomorrow we'll probably be doing a Nuzlocke, right?
Yeah.
If I set it, I
Yep.
set everything up to work with Travis, RN after this. So we hope you have a fantastic day. VOD's out. You can watch the next VOD if you want to watch the next VOD. And again, we stream next week, as always, until this game is done.
Yep.
All right. Have fun, everyone. See ya.
Yep. Take it easy.